SuperTalk Mississippi Media production.
Attention sellers, Mid-Delta Auction in Greenwood is taking consignments for the end-of-the-year auction. Friday, December 12th. Get max exposure. Call Will Jeffcoat at 662-299-2414 or visit mdauction.com. Consign now.
This is Gerard Gibert, and thank you for listening to MidDays here on SuperTalk Mississippi.
Everyone.
Farming is probably the most natural thing for a person to do. It taught me how to take pride in my work, how to put something ahead of myself, whether it was getting up early to feed the livestock or working late to bring in the harvest. Farming taught me to give it my best, no matter the job. My name is Tanner. I'm a farmer. I work for Case IH.
Case IH, built by farmers.
This is Rebels football on the Ole Miss Sports Network from Learfield.
Carter Jewelers has started our annual Christmas sale where everything in both stores are heavily discounted. Carter Jewelers made one of our largest purchases of gold jewelry just before the price of gold skyrocketed. This jewelry was all solid gold men's and ladies' chains, bracelets, and earrings. All this gold jewelry comes with a lifetime warranty, and we're selling for approximately 70% off the current retail tag prices. Carter Jewelers also handpicked and purchased tons of gorgeous closeout diamond jewelry. This was all fine diamond jewelry of the highest quality. Carter Jewelers is selling this jewelry for about the same price most jewelers would have to pay for jewelry like this. Carter Jewelers has the best selection and the best prices in the region. Carter Jewelers is offering interest-free and no credit check financing. Trade-ins are welcome. Located downtown Jackson, 2 blocks from the Capitol on High Street and the Pemberton Plaza in Vicksburg.
NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Third down and 18 from the 19-yard line. Play action. Corral steps up in the pocket. Lots of time. Throws deep down the far sidelines. One-on-one. He's got his man caught at the 20 by Braylon Sanders. He trots into the end zone. Touchdown. What a play. I believe over Landon Guidry, and they were just shoulder to shoulders, pretty good coverage. What a throw and catch and a big score for Ole Miss.
And that was on this date, November 28th, and that was in the year 2020, COVID in Oxford on a Saturday night. Coach Lane Kiffin against the late, great Mike Leach, and I forever will be in gratitude to both of them. They made a deal that year in season, reportedly. We're playing the Egg Bowl if we got to start backup nose guards at quarterback. No opt-outs, no medical stuff. Well, that was Matt Corral. He started at quarterback that night for Ole Miss, and he completed that pass to Braylon Sanders. 81 yards, 31-24 win over Mississippi State. That's the last time we've played on this date. 6-1 all time to play on this date. And we had another Saturday night game down here in 2015, and Tony Bridges, the big interception in that one.
Ball on the left hash, high snap. He fakes the handoff to Holloway, wants to throw. He's hit in the backfield, breaks clear, runs out to his right, hit as he fires. It's picked off by Ole Miss. Down the sidelines goes Bridges. He's taking it to the house. Touchdown, Rebels!
David, great break on the ball by Tony Bridges, number 1 out of Hattiesburg, Mississippi.
Yes, that was me cheering way too loudly in the background, Gary.
What I like hearing in some of these replays are the high fives. You just hearing Harry high five McKay or whatever spotter's close to him.
Well, one of those high fives that night, my hand's still numb from, but it was very cold that night, and that was Tony Bridges' 45-yard interception right there, Gary Darby, to really put that game out of reach. It ended up being an 11-point game. The Rebels win 38-27, go on to the Sugar Bowl, first time in 46 years, and the big win over Oklahoma State. All these games, I said 6-1. Every opponent, except for the very first time to play on this date in 1901, every opponent's been Mississippi State, except for the 1901 date. Tulane in New Orleans in 1901, and not even Glenn Waddle was at that game.
No, he's been to 600, but he wasn't in 1901. Hey, Rebel fans, no matter where you're watching this season or listening to us, be sure have that cold, crisp Dos Equis and go for a dose. Hotty toddy gosh almighty. Enjoy Dos Equis responsibly. Imported by Cervezas Mexicanas, White Plains, New York. The scoreboard tells me we're 56 minutes and 5 seconds away for the next battle for the Golden Egg. I want to tell you, too, that Gentile is the apparel provider of the Ole Miss Network. Check out the new collection of apparel at gentileapparel.com. Or if you're in Oxford, it's Landry's on the historic square. Gentile Apparel, proud partner of Ole Miss Athletics. Back to field level. Our quarterback, John Darnell's next. It's Ole Miss football from Learfield.
There's team pride, and then there's extra Ole Miss pride. When I'm carrying the Ole Miss Regions Visa debit card or prepaid Regions Now card, that's exactly what I get. Whether I'm grabbing some extra Ole Miss gear or picking up an extra dozen wings for the game, this card always brings it. Sometimes I get an extra hottie toddy from the cashier too. Visit Regions.com/Go Rebels to get yours.
Extra changes everything. And at Regions, Extra is our ordinary. Official bank of the SEC. Member FDIC.
College football fans, Chris Fowler here with the play call. This season, go for Dos with ice-cold, refreshing Dos Equis. It's more than a single play. It's a mindset. Think of it as a 2-point conversion for real life. Taking the risk, making the bold move. Whenever we get the chance to go big, we take it. On the field and off, always go for Dos with Dos Equis.
Enjoy Dos Equis responsibly. Copyright 2024 Dos Equis Lager Especial Beer. Imported by Cervezas Mexicanas, White Plains, New York.
Hotty toddy Ole Miss.
Well, we got it! With two of his buddies to lead him into the end zone.
This is Ole Miss football from Learfield.
Rogers Dabbs Chevrolet is Mississippi's largest General Motors business elite dealer. We make it easy to maintain your fleet with over 100 work-ready vehicles available for your job site. Diesel, gas, trucks, vans, and service bodies. And we build to your business specifications. It really is easier with Rogers Dabbs Fleet. Call the Rogers Dabbs Business Elite Fleet Team today at 866-671-4226 or visit us online at rogersdabbs.com. Rogers Dabbs Chevrolet. Find new roads.
This is Jack Hoffman. For nearly 31 years, Tico's Steakhouse has been a staple of fine dining in Jackson, Mississippi. Dad has long since desired for me to come work alongside him, and now that I'm here, I would like to invite you to come experience our family tradition of our hospitality, sizzling steaks, and healthy poured beverages. Our dining rooms are open, and we are taking reservations. Our private rooms are also available, along with takeout. Call today or stop in and experience Tico's in the second generation.
Tico's Steakhouse, East County Line Road in Ridgeland, 601-956-1030.
Association and the Ad Council.
Fun here in the pregame portion of things. The Guarantee Bank pregame show rolls along. Gary Darby and Brett Norsworthy now joined on the field by our guy, John Darnell. Now, the defensive back we talked to earlier, Harry Harrison, said it's his kind of football weather. It's what he wanted. Don't break a sweat. Go hit somebody. What's the quarterback say?
It is perfect weather for if you're playing in the football game. It is. I think it's 45 degrees and not the sun's bright and sunny, so it's going to warm up. Not much wind. Like I just told you guys, I think the wind's going to affect me more than it's going to affect the outcome of the game. But beautiful day.
John, you've played in these games. It has to be one of the better weeks to prepare for a game. All you got to say is the Egg Bowl.
That's right. I mean, back when we played, we had so many Mississippi guys and. On both, we knew guys on both sides. So it was really a big game for us, big game for the state. Egg Bowl, a lot on the line here today for both teams, and it's going to be it's always just about things happen you don't expect to happen. You always get Mississippi State's best shot. I mean, it's kind of like their Super Bowl today. Trying to get to a bowl and be 6-6, and obviously a lot on the line for us also. And
Lane mentioned to David and Harry the emotions of this game. You want it to get to that right boiling point. You don't want to overdo it. You don't want any pregame stuff, and you don't want any after-play stuff.
Yeah, exactly. I had this conversation with Trinidad a couple of weeks ago. We were talking about the Egg Bowl, and I said, the mistake I made, the first one I played in, I got too emotional, and I got too involved in the, being an Ole Miss, growing up being an Ole Miss fan, want to beat them. And as a quarterback, you got to stay focused. And, you got to stay focused on the game plan and really treat it like any other game once the game's kicked off, and then afterwards you can talk about the intensity and emotions and all that. But yeah, you got to stay focused, and because they're going to come after you, and the turnovers. You can't turn the ball over. You get caught up in things like that as a quarterback, and bad things can happen.
And, John, he's a pretty flat liner, though, a very flat liner. And you were, too, as a player. You might have got charged up a time or two, but Trinidad really handles it well, doesn't he?
He's been that way all year. I mean, he's thrown 3 interceptions, I think. But we talked about all year his decision-making, and knows when to pull it down, knows when to run, knows when to dump it off. Picks out gets them in the right play. So, yeah, confident. I have all the confidence in the world that Trinidad's going to play well and make good decisions today.
I still think, John, I want to be in on one of those Tom Luke speeches, right?
Yeah, I mean, Tom was a player with me here, and he grew up being an Ole Miss guy. Dad played Ole Miss. Brother obviously came on after us, but yeah, he knows how much this game means to the people of Mississippi and the players from Mississippi. And looked on the roster, and it seemed like the years past, Mississippi State's had more players from Mississippi, like at least in the starting lineup, than we did. I think we got more than they do today, so maybe that's a good thing for us.
And you even told me the story one time that some of the Ole Miss State Egg Bowl stuff started at the All-Star game.
Oh, yeah. Of course, they had a north-south back then, and I think we had 9 off our team go to Mississippi State. And then we had 6 or 7 come to Ole Miss, so we just took it on. I can remember coming up to the line of scrimmage in the Egg Bowl and thinking, why has Bo Russell got his shirt tied up in a knot? And I looked at him because he had played at Fulton and we had been friends, and he played.
This one, I'm going to give you a little Ole Miss news, basketball news we need to tell you about, and talk about some things coming up on campus for you there, and needing your attendance on some basketball games coming up. First of all, the Ole Miss women are in action at 3 o'clock this afternoon as they take on Wisconsin. They're playing in the Coast to Coast Classic tournament in Daytona Beach, Florida. 13th ranked Ole Miss and Coach Yo against the 6-1 Wisconsin Badgers. Ole Miss yet to lose. In women's basketball, in the ACC-SEC Challenge, they entertain Notre Dame coming into the SJB Pavilion on the 4th, and they're trying what they're calling Operation Sellout and Wear White. It's 8 o'clock coming up then.
A lot of challenges, and that is quite a big one.
And then for the Ole Miss men coming off the trip out to California, it's we win, you win. If you purchase a ticket to the Miami game on Tuesday and the Rebels win, you get a ticket to the next home game.
That's a good deal.
That's an all right little bonus there, and they kind of keep that in those non-conference games. That comes up on Tuesday at 8 p.m.
And get a new streak started.
Absolutely. And so a little basketball action for you to take part in Oxford coming up next week. Tuesday at 8 o'clock, the Ole Miss men taking on the Miami Hurricane. Thursday in the women's portion of the ACC-SEC Challenge, it's Ole Miss and Notre Dame.
A couple of these college football playoff projected brackets, we could be seeing a lot of the Miami Hurricanes.
Be all right. Notre Dame,
bring it on.
Whatever we got to do. Got to win this one first, and the final thoughts of our portion of things will come your way next. It's Ole Miss football from Learfield.
It's 6:30 and the branch is closed.
Yep.
And you couldn't find your debit card.
Nope.
But you're going to get cash.
Yep. Cadence Bank Live Teller has extended hours, and I can get cash from my account with my driver's license.
My bank can't do that.
Nope.
With over 300 Live Teller locations with extended hours, there's opportunity here. Find a Live Teller near you at cadencebank.com/liveteller. Equal opportunity lender, member FDIC.
Vaught Hemingway Stadium, home of the Rebels, where over 64,000 voices rise to a crescendo, helping turn big plays into Mississippi mayhem. Ford trucks have an iconic tradition too, like Ford F-Series, America's best-selling trucks 48 years straight. Drive F-150, official truck of the Rebels, only at your Mississippi Ford dealer, based on 1977 and 2024 total sales.
This is Ole Miss football from Learfield.
Logan Farms in Jackson has the best selection of gourmet meats for your holiday table or for your corporate gift giving. Choose from our center-cut filet mignon, smoked briskets, hickory smoked turkeys, and of course, our signature honey glazed hams. Our gourmet meats can be gift boxed, picked up, delivered locally, or even shipped nationwide. Logan Farms in Jackson also offers gift vouchers to make giving your friends, family, clients, and coworkers the flexibility to choose their gourmet product. Call Logan Farms today at 601-366-HAMS or check us out at loganfarms.com.
Hey guys, this is Schaefer Davidson and my wife Lori, owners of Davidson Marble and Granite of Canton, Vicksburg, and McGee. We also have Davidson Monument Company of Forest and Kosciuszko, as well as Central Mississippi Monument Company of Carthage and Louisville.
We offer a variety of granite, marble, and bronze headstones. We are back to pre-pandemic lead times with gray granite running approximately 2 to 3 months.
We are a third-generation family-owned business serving Mississippi since 1937. Check us out on Facebook or at davidsonmarbleandgranite.com.
Final thoughts coming up here, but first I need to tell you Mississippi Baptist Medical Center selected the #1 hospital in Mississippi and the Jackson region by the U.S. News and World Report for the 7th year in a row. For more information, visit baptistonline.org/MBMC. Mississippi State, maroon tops, maroon hats, gray pants, and coming out to our right in all white, our friends of the Ole Miss Rebels.
They sure are, with the Real Tree helmet on today. And Gary, all the years we've been coming here, the games always really matter, no matter what the record, no matter what bowl or not you might be going to. But today, a chance for some Ole Miss hero to really write their name in the Ole Miss football record book, because the hero out of this game today, that's into the college football playoffs, and we don't know who it could be. It could be Lacey. It could be Chambliss. It could be Trace Bruckler, like out at Norman. It could be Deshaun Stribling, like he had with the really good game down at Georgia. But somebody can be the hero out of this game today and be the first to go to the college football playoff out of a win here in Starkville.
Well, it's time for us to go find our little spot somewhere else and let David, Harry, and John call this game. Excited to do it and can't wait to talk with you about a win when it's all said and done.
You got it, Gary. I can't wait.
At the University of Mississippi, we're transforming lives every day by championing discovery, cultivating opportunity, and engaging positively with the community around us. Learn more at olemmiss.edu. That wraps up our Guarantee Bank pregame show. We'll join Brett in the postgame. Dan Courts and the rest of the guys with David, Harry, and John all the rest of the way. This is Ole Miss football from Learfield.
Hey Rebels fans, welcome to Duke's Mayo Country, where our bold mayo has been winning over fans since 1917, where everyone's welcome, whether you're tailgating or watching from home, so cheer on the red and navy as loud as you want, because as a proud supporter of Ole Miss athletics, we'll be cheering along with all the Rebels fans in Duke's Country. Find Duke's Mayo at a store near you or visit dukescountry.com to learn more.
Picture it. Your holiday table, the family cooking together, the scent of golden brown bread, rosemary from roasted potatoes, and a salad so crisp it snaps, spiced cider in every glass, laughter around every plate. At Kroger, we know these moments matter, and we make it easier to bring them to life with quality that's affordable in every aisle. This season, don't just host, make every moment unforgettable. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
This is Rebels football on the Ole Miss Sports Network from Learfield.
At Methodist Rehabilitation Center, our method is compassion.
I felt supported through my entire physical recovery.
Our method is determination.
After my stroke, they were with me through every step.
Our method is expertise.
We serve patients from all 82 Mississippi counties with personalized care.
For 50 years, our method has been to celebrate every step of your physical or neurological recovery. Choose the proven method at methodistonline.org.
Hello, my name is John Merrill, the owner of Amada Senior Care. We're your local trusted advisor for senior home care. We provide experienced caregivers for your loved ones so they can remain in their home. Just like you would care for your loved ones, our employees provide assistance with their personal care needs. As your trusted senior advisor, I can help your family navigate the long-term care insurance process. Just call me, John Merrill with Amada Senior Care, for your free in-home consultation. 601-864-3752.
Council.
It's automatic.
This is Ole Miss football.
Waiting for the goal line. Did he break it? Touchdown! Oh, yeah. Gobbled up, and the Rebels get it wide open. And the Rebels are in this.
One snap at a time.
Intercepted by the Rebels.
Keep the throttle on.
We run this.
We didn't come here to be good. We came here to be great.
This is Countdown to Kickoff, presented by Guarantee Bank on the Ole Miss Sports Network from Learfield in partnership with SuperTalk Mississippi Media. Countdown to Kickoff is brought to you by Coca-Cola. Fan work is thirsty work. Enjoy a Coca-Cola. Ford, Mid-South Ford dealers and the Ford F-150, official truck of the Ole Miss Rebels. Brought to you by Regions, official bank of the SEC. And by Dos Equis, corporate sponsor of the Ole Miss Rebels. Go for Dos. Enjoy Dos Equis responsibly. Now, here's the voice of the Rebels, David Kellum.
And welcome to Starkville, Mississippi. Ole Miss and Mississippi State about to meet in the Egg Bowl. We've been down on the field. We've been up here. We're looking forward to the matchup. 122nd meeting, the 98th Battle of the Golden Egg, and the two schools started this trophy thing back in 1927. Ole Miss holds a 60-30-5 advantage in the Egg Bowl. And the Rebels come in, as we've already talked about a good bit, number 7 in the college football playoff poll. Lane Kiffin, the head coach, has won 54 games at Ole Miss in his 6th season, 4-1 against State. And the Bulldogs are 5-6, as the Rebels are 10-1. Ole Miss 6-1 in the SEC. State is 1-6. Jeff Levy, former coach at Ole Miss, the head coach here, 7-16 at State in his 2nd season, 0-1 against Ole Miss. The series 66-49-6 in Ole Miss's favor. The Rebels lead here in Starkville 24-15-3. And the first meeting ever took place in 1901 here in Starkville. A win would mark the first 11-win regular season in the history of Ole Miss football, the only record 11-win campaign alongside 2023, and Rebels trying to get to the playoffs. So it's a heck of a game, big matchup, a lot of implications on this one as well. You're listening to Countdown to Kickoff, presented by Guarantee Bank, proud to support Ole Miss whether you're on campus or in the stands. Guarantee Bank has your financial game plan covered. Visit Guarantee Bank today. And Hotty Toddy, during Countdown to Kickoff, we're going to look at the starting lineups. We'll also get Harry's thoughts, what it's going to take to win this one a little bit later as well. Get an injury update with John Darnell, too. And get ready for the coin toss kickoff and Egg Bowl 2025. All coming up on the Ole Miss Radio Network.
Inspired by the moments that matter. The last-second touchdowns. The rivals outranked. The play fakes that surprised everyone. Especially the other guy's defense. At C-Spire,
nose tackle number 52, William Eccles, the sophomore from Houston, Mississippi. 3.5 sacks, is second on the team, 6 tackles for losses. Defensive end number 5, Cam Franklin, the sophomore from Cormorant, Mississippi, Lake Cormorant, Mississippi. 50 tackles, 6.5 TFLs, 3.5 sacks, which is second on the team, and leads Ole Miss with a gaudy 14 quarterback hurries. On the edge, number 4, Centurion Perkins, the junior from Raleigh, Mississippi, has the second most total tackles in a game this year with 10 against Georgia. 56 tackles is second on the team, 6.5 TFL, 7 quarterback sacks, 5 pass breakups as well for Centurion Perkins. He's got 1 interception. Linebackers, number 6, TJ Dottery for Ole Miss, the junior from Montgomery, Alabama, transferred in from Clemson a few years ago. 68 total tackles, 35 solo to lead Ole Miss. Also at linebacker 44, Andrew Jones, the senior from Marrero, Louisiana, the transfer from Grambling and Memphis. At cornerback, we anticipate Antonio Kite. He did practice this week. We'll see if he starts the game. The junior from Anniston, Alabama, transfer from Alabama and Auburn, and now at Ole Miss. Also at cornerback, we should see 13, Cedric Beavers, the junior from Taylorsville, Mississippi, came to Ole Miss from Jones College. The star or nickelback position, number 2, Jalen Braxton, the sophomore from Frisco, Texas, transferred in from Arkansas. At safety, number 14, that would be Kapena Gushikin, the senior from Hawaii, who transferred in from Washington State. He wears 14, and wearing 16 is Wydette Williams at the other safety. The senior from Lake Providence, Louisiana, was at Delta State, Louisiana Monroe, and now playing in the Egg Bowl for Ole Miss. 3 interceptions for Wydette, leads the team. He's got 50 tackles, second on the team with 33 solo stops. Leads Ole Miss with 7 pass breakups, and second on the team in TFLs as well. He had a huge game against the Citadel with 8 total tackles and a big interception in that one. That's a look at the 2 defenses. Now we'll check out the offenses for you from Mississippi State. Jeff Levy, the head coach, pretty much calls the plays, or is in charge of it at least. Second in the SEC in long scrimmage plays of 40-plus with 18. Ole Miss actually leads the SEC in that category with 21. So the best 2 offenses in the league in long plays. The 2 offenses are 4th and 11th nationally in that category as well. State's averaging nearly 400 yards a game, 394.6, 243 of that through the air. The first 16 plays at Missouri, they had 9 quarterback rushes, 5 inside the 10-yard line in that game. As we look at the starters, the center is Cannon Boone, the redshirt senior from Kemah, Texas, the only offensive lineman to start every game. The right guard's number 5, Jacoby Jackson, redshirt senior from Arlington, Texas, transfer from Texas Tech. The right tackle, 74, Timothy Lewis, redshirt freshman from Ridgeland, Mississippi. Left guard is 76, Albert Reese IV, redshirt senior from Canada. Left tackle, 77, Javen Q. James, redshirt sophomore from Deerfield Beach, Florida, transferred in from Akron. He had 3 false starts in that Missouri game. 2 were back-to-back in the first quarter, so he'd like to not be quite his own edge, I guess. At tight end, number 10, Cam Ball, the junior from Glendale, Maryland, transfer from Buffalo. If they go with a second tight end, it'll be number 8. And that is Sado Traore. Traore is a redshirt senior from England, transfer from Arkansas State. He's got 30 catches and second on the team with 5 touchdown grabs. Wide out, 0, Brennan Thompson, the senior from Spearman, Texas, transfer from Oklahoma. Second in the SEC at 78.9 yards receiving per game. He has a total of 868 and leads them in that category, and a total of 6 touchdowns, which is the team best. 47 overall catches is second. He also has a rushing touchdown, does Thompson, and he can fly. He leads the SEC with 10 catches over 30 yards, 9 over 40, and 4 over 50. He's the fastest player not only in the league, but in the nation. 22.4 miles per hour. Thompson can fly. Got to keep an eye on him, that's for sure. If they don't go with 2 tight ends, we could see Aiden Williams as a starter. He's the former Rebel, junior from Ridgeland, Mississippi. Played in 19 games for the Rebels with 7 catches over a 2-year period. Running back, 24, Fluff Bothwell, the sophomore from Oneonta, Alabama, transfer from South Alabama. 111 carries, is second on the team. 559 yards, leads the team. He's second on the team with 6 touchdowns rushing as well. And Blake Shapen will be the starting quarterback, the graduate from Shreveport, Louisiana, transfer from Baylor. 3 rushing touchdowns for Shapen, 195 of 303 for 2,433 yards, 64%, 15 touchdowns, 8 interceptions on the year. 7 of his 15 touchdown passes have been 45 or more yards. He had 2 pick sixes against Missouri. He has started all 12 games this year, missed the Egg Bowl last year with an injury. He had 2 Missouri players targeted him last year and cost them play time, or last week I should say, 2 weekends ago. Cost them playing time as well. So that's a look at the Mississippi State offense. For the Ole Miss Rebels, Charlie Weiss Jr. will be the offensive coordinator. Number 1 in total offense in the SEC with 494 yards per game. First in the nation in plays of at least 30 yards or more with 39. And since 2020, Ole Miss's offense leads all FBS schools with 502.6 yards per game. The center's 62, Bryson Sanders, a sophomore from Chattanooga, Tennessee. Right guard, 75, Patrick Kudus. Kudus, a junior from Memphis, Tennessee, transfer from Arkansas, won the Hull Award this week. Also at right tackle, number 50, Jaden Williams, a senior from Conway, Arkansas. Left guard, 51, Delano Townsend, a sophomore from Flint, Michigan, transfer from UAB. Left tackle is 61, Diego Pounds, a senior from Raleigh, North Carolina, transfer from UNC. Every career game he's played in has been at left tackle. At tight end, number 8, Daquan Wright, the senior from Perry, Georgia, came in from Virginia Tech. 28 catches, 485 yards. The 485 yards is second on the team. 4 touchdown grabs is first on the team among receivers, and he has the second longest catch and run of the year at 64 yards. He leads FBS among tight ends with 17.3 yards per catch. Then you go to the wideouts. Number 1, Deshaun Stribling, the senior from Hawaii, transferred in from Washington State, originally at Oklahoma State. Second on the Ole Miss team with 34 catches, 3 touchdowns. He leads Ole Miss with the longest catch from scrimmage at 75 yards. Trey Wallace, Harrison Trey Wallace, the third, if you will, senior from Montgomery, Alabama. Transfer from Penn State, will be at one of the wideouts. Leads Ole Miss with 42 catches, 647 yards. He's got a couple of TDs. He leads the team with 23 plays, 10-plus yards or more. Caden Lee will start in the slot, the junior from Kennesaw, Georgia. 35th career game today and 25th start. 6 career touchdown catches for him this year. 26 catches, 460 yards. Second on the team with 3 touchdown grabs. Kejuan Lacey will be the running back. He leads the nation with 19 rushing touchdowns, which is a new Ole Miss record. One away from 12th ever in the SEC to get to 20 in a season. And Lacey's the sophomore from Dallas, Texas, who transferred in from Missouri. 6 touchdowns rushing in the last 2 games alone. First ever Ole Miss player to be on the Doak Walker Awards finalist list. He's got 231 carries, 1,136 yards, 19 touchdowns, and a longest run of 59. 24 catches for him, too, for 139 yards, no touchdown catches. Career high 31 carries against Florida with 224 yards, a career high as well. Second nationally with 84 missed tackles forced, and leads the SEC with 114 points scored, a new Ole Miss record for a non-kicker, number 5. Kejuan Lacey. And the quarterback's number 6, Trinidad Chambliss, the senior from Grand Rapids, Michigan, the transfer in from Forest State. He's on the Maxwell Award semifinalist list. Leads the SEC in yards per completion at 14.5. He's run the ball 110 times for 444 yards and 6 touchdowns. All of those numbers are second best on the team. And through the air, he's 195 and 299 for 2,657 yards, 65%, 14 touchdowns, 3 interceptions from Trinidad Chambliss, number 6. And that's a look at the starting lineup for Ole Miss offensively. We checked out the starting lineups. We're going to continue with countdown to kickoff shortly. We're 21 minutes away from the 25-25 Egg Bowl on the Ole Miss Radio Network.
Hey y'all, I'm Steve Azar inviting you to escape to Pearl River Resort where the fun is going non-stop. Go off the deep end at the South's most exciting water park, Geyser Falls. After the thrills, test your skills at the Dancing Rabbit Golf Club. There's dining delight and love at first sight. And it's always no work and all play at Silver Star and Golden Moon Casinos. So come on, leave it all behind and head to Pearl River Resort.
There's team pride, and then there's extra Ole Miss pride. When I'm carrying the Ole Miss Regions Visa debit card or prepaid Regions Now card, that's exactly what I get. Whether I'm grabbing some extra Ole Miss gear or picking up an extra dozen wings for the game, this card always brings it. Sometimes I get an extra hottie toddy from the cashier too. Visit Regions.com/Go Rebels to get yours.
Extra changes everything. And at Regions, Extra is our ordinary. Official bank of the SEC, member FDIC.
You're listening to Ole Miss Football on the Ole Miss Sports Network from Learfield.
We've sent that Rip Van Winkle guy to the dentist.
What? What?
And what's worse than a trip to the dentist? Your wife's paint project that you've put off. Let Seabrook Paint in Jackson and Ridgeland find that Benjamin Moore paint and a contractor that will get you back doing the important things in life, like grilling and watching sports. Seabrook, Benjamin Moore Paint, and a happy wife, happy life. Seabrook Paint in Jackson on Monument and in Ridgeland on West Jackson.
First down.
This is Jack Hoffman. For nearly 31 years, Tico's Steakhouse has been a staple of fine dining in Jackson, Mississippi. Dad has long since desired for me to come work alongside him, and now that I'm here, I would like to invite you to come experience our family tradition of our hospitality, sizzling steaks, and healthy poured beverages. Our dining rooms are open, and we are taking reservations. Our private rooms are also available, along with takeout. Call today or stop in to experience Tico's in the second generation.
Tico's Steakhouse, East County Line Road in Ridgeland, 601-956-1030.
Huntsman Mental Health Institute and the Ad Council.
This injury update is brought to you by Richard Schwartz & Associates, your Mississippi injury law firm. One call, that's all.
And welcome back here to Starkville, Mississippi, Davis Wade Stadium. They're having senior day here for the Mississippi State seniors. We are in our countdown to kickoff show, brought to you by Guarantee Bank, and currently we're 18 and a half minutes away from the kickoff. And it's time now for that Richard Schwartz and Associates injury update. Let's check in with John Darnell.
Yeah, we got one on the out list. That's Antonio Kite, the corner, just still nursing that hamstring, so he's not going to play today. He's out.
Well, we announced him as a starter, so he will be out, which means, Harry, we might see some different people on that side.
I think you could, David. Ricky Fletcher obviously stepped in this year as a transfer and done a really good job.
cspire.com. C-Spire. Customer inspired. Coca-Cola. Fan work is thirsty work. Enjoy a Coca-Cola. By Dos Equis, corporate sponsor of the Ole Miss Rebels. Go for Dos. Enjoy Dos Equis responsibly. Ford. Mid-South Ford dealers and the Ford F-150. Official truck of the Ole Miss Rebels. And by Regions. Official bank of the SEC. Once again, here's the voice of the Rebels, David Callum.
You're listening to Countdown to Kickoff, brought to you by Guarantee Bank. Proud to support Ole Miss, whether you're on campus or in the stands. Guarantee Bank has your financial game plan covered. Visit Guarantee Bank today and hotty toddy. Maroon Band is on the field performing for us right now. The Rebels coming in with a record of 10-1. The Bulldogs at 5-6. Ole Miss trying to get a win to guarantee a spot in the college football playoffs. Mississippi State trying to become bowl eligible for the first time since the 2022 season, looking for their 6th win of the campaign. We're going to have Harry's thoughts about what it's going to take to win this one when we come back on the Ole Miss Radio Network.
College football fans, Chris Fowler here with the play call. This season, go for Dos with ice-cold, refreshing Dos Equis. It's more than a single play. It's a mindset. Think of it as a 2-point conversion for real life. Taking the risk, making the bold move. Whenever we get the chance to go big, we take it. On the field and off, always go for Dos with Dos Equis.
Enjoy Dos Equis responsibly. Copyright 2024 Dos Equis Lager Especial Beer. Imported by Cervezas Mexicanas, White Plains, New York.
It takes hard work to be the best in the game. Planning, commitment, resilience, sweat. That's why Old Dominion Freight Line, the #1 national LTL carrier for quality, works hard to be the best in the game and is proud to support those striving to be the best in theirs. Old Dominion Freight Line, official freight carrier of Ole Miss Athletics, helping the world keep promises.
This is Rebels football on the Ole Miss Sports Network from Learfield.
I'm Congressman Michael Guest. Working alongside President Trump, I have fought to deliver the largest tax cut in American history. No tax on tips or overtime, a $6,000 deduction for seniors, and a permanent boost to the child tax credit. According to the White House, for Mississippi families, that means up to $8,700 more in take-home pay. I will always fight for you to keep more of your hard-earned money, paid for with official fund from the office of Congressman Michael Gibb.
At Methodist Rehabilitation Center, our method is compassion.
I felt supported through my entire physical recovery.
Our method is determination.
After my stroke, they were with me through every step.
Our method is expertise.
We serve patients from all 82 Mississippi counties with personalized care.
For 50 years, our method has been to celebrate every step of your physical or neurological recovery. Choose the proven method at methodistonline.org.
And the Ad Council.
And hello, everyone. Dan Courts back with you in the network studios as the national anthem just got underway in Starkville. Before we go any further and back to Davis-Wade Stadium, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is Ole Miss football from Learfield.
Jackson's home for news, traffic, weather, talk, and Ole Miss sports. WFMN Flora Jackson, 97.3 FM, Super Talk Mississippi.
Black Friday in the SEC. We have several games ongoing today as Ole Miss gets the slate started for the weekend in the conference. Later today at 2:30 from Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, 4th-ranked Georgia meets 23rd-ranked Georgia Tech. And then tonight in Austin at 6:30, it's the Lone Star Showdown between the 3rd-ranked Texas A&M Aggies and the 16th-ranked Texas Longhorns. One top 25 game kicking off alongside us at 11 a.m. 13th-ranked Utah on the road at Kansas. We will now head back to Davis-Wade Stadium. The voice of the Rebs, David Kellum, Harry Harrison, and John Darnell.
Warms up the national anthem of Flyover, and we're glad to see that. Some big type of plane. We didn't get the info about what it is, but it's big, no doubt. And we're ready to play some football here. You're listening to our countdown to kickoff show presented by Guarantee Bank. We are 9 minutes away from the kickoff from the Egg Bowl. And it's also time now for Harry's Winning Diagnosis, brought to you by St. Dominic's. In the season strong with your yearly wellness checkup. Visit stdom.com for a clinic near you. What do you think's going to take, Harry?
Well, David, how quickly a football season passes. It only seems like a few weeks ago we were talking about Georgia State at the end of August. But here we got the last regular season game, and it's known as the Egg Bowl. So let's talk about it. And my first key on offense, and I always want to start with this offense, is tempo, David. I want this group to get so fast today that the state defensive front can't get lined up. They can't get in the right gaps. They can't substitute properly. Continue to do that and make sure they don't line up. That'll be an advantage to us. Depth, of course, as we get into this game, as we play faster, will be a key. And I think the Rebels definitely have the advantage with the depth. And my second key on offense is up front. I'm talking about this Rebel offensive line. I think this turned into the best group on this team this season. They've been together since the second half of the Kentucky game. They're anchored by Diego Pounds and Jay and Williams, and this group has gotten better and better and better, and I think they're going to be at a big advantage today. I want Juwan Lacey to have the type of day that they had the Missouri Tigers had a few weeks ago against Mississippi State, and I think this offensive line is certainly capable of having that kind of a day. And finally, I think the third key on offense is just simply athletic. Whether it's tight ends or wide receivers, I think the Rebels have got the advantage in speed and quickness and just simply athletic ability. So we got crossing routes and bubble screens and running backs in the flats. Execute, and we're going to
win for you, David, right here.
All right. Whoever wins will take the ball, as we just said, more than likely.
Very good chance. I think we sent our big guys out there, didn't we?
Yeah, got the big guys out there.
Welcome to today's contest. Mississippi State, you're the home team. Ole Miss, you're the visitors, and you'll call the toss. This is the coin. The SEC is heads. The teams, tails. Your call. Tails. Tails is the call. It is tails. You win the toss.
Well, you win it. We won the toss, David. We will receive the football.
All right, so we'll get it again, Harry. Rebels go first. Ole Miss will go right to left from our vantage point. Mississippi State will start the game left to right. Your head referee, James Carter, you heard on the microphone. SEC crew ready to call this Egg Bowl here in Starkville.
And if it's the little wins, we'll take the first one right there to win the toss.
Smoke still hovering over the stadium. We've got partly clear sky, mostly clear skies. And no chance of rain, about 1%. That's just to make the weather people okay if it does happen. But it is cold, 40 degrees on kickoff. And, we're told 48 now. It was 40 degrees when we started the pregame show. So a little bit on the chilly side, but as Harry pointed out in our pregame show earlier, boy, great weather to play football if you're a player.
This is the way you want to play, David, especially defensively. You want to have this cold, crisp day when you come up and hit somebody. You knock the breath out of them. Take them a minute to get up.
Kicking off for Mississippi State will be Kyle Ferry, the junior from Searcy, Arkansas. 43 kicks, 22 touchbacks on the year, so his percentage right at 50%. So you might have a chance to return it. And back for Ole Miss is Isaiah Hartrup, 19 average, 38 is his long. Had a 38-yard return against Oklahoma. And Logan Diggs is the up back, another running back, 24.7, 42 is his long. Here's the kick, and it's going to go into the end zone on the right side. And we are underway in the 2025 Egg Bowl, and the Rebels will start at the 25-yard line. We'll have it first offensively.
Yeah, line drive kick. Never had an opportunity to return that one, but it's always good to be at the 25 when you first snap.
Ole Miss will send a receiver wide out to the left, and that will be Stribling. Trinidad Chambliss again as your quarterback. First play of the game, ball on the right hash for the Rebels. Two receivers to the right. Kind of got an I formation in the backfield with Wright and Lacey. Now sends another receiver way wide out to the right. There's the snap. Fake on a handoff, quick pass over there is caught, and working the sidelines for a few yards is Trey Wallace. Wallace late broke all the way to the boundary. Brumfield and Manning end up making the tackle. They'll put it at the 28, so a 3-yard gain, 2nd down and 7 for Ole Miss. Ball still on the right hash. Gun formation again for Chambliss. Twin receivers left and right. Lacey off his left shoulder. Handoff to Lacey. Lacey goes off the right side, hit and driven back as he got to the 29 and driven back hard there. He'll get only a yard out of that. Good job by the Bulldogs. Brandon Jennings, who did get the start, the redshirt senior from Hines Community College. 4 quarterback hurries on the year for him. Leads the team. So the Rebels now looking at 3rd down and 6 from the 29. Bulldog defense trying to get a stop on the first possession. Ole Miss will have 3 receivers to the left. State shows blitz. Now they drop back. Chambliss back to throw. In the pocket. Lots of time. Over the middle. Got his man at the 45 to the 50. It's Wallace to the 45 to the 40. Knocked off his feet at the 36-yard line right over the middle of the field. And the Rebels get a big one there and will pick up 36 yards. Brumfield and Smith bring him down.
Yeah, high throw, but a great catch by Trey Wallace to pick up the big first down.
1st and 10 for the Rebels. A Rebel first down brought to you by Bank First. They sponsor our first downs. And now give to Lacey for a little bit of a pickup. We'll see where they officially spot it. Nick Mitchell on the tackle. 1st and 10 from the 36 of Mississippi State. They put it at the 32. So he ended up getting 4. It'll be 2nd down and 6.
Yeah, he's going to continue to try to run stretch plays, off tackle, David. That's what has been working against Mississippi State. I'm sure the Rebels are going to go heavy on the stretch plays.
Ball's in the middle of the field. 3-man front for Mississippi State here. There's the snap. And a handoff to Lacey, running left, gets a block, gets to the edge. He's to the 25, the 20, down the sidelines to the 10, to the 5. He's in the end zone. Ole Miss strikes first in the 20-25 Egg Bowl as Lacey takes it in from 32 yards out.
Did I mention stretch plays might be run a lot today, David? Took the words right out of my mouth. Lacey was going to stretch it to the left side. Got a great block from the left tackle, Diego Pounds. Hit the corner, nobody there to set the edge. He just simply outran the Bulldogs down the sideline for the score.
Lucas Carnero, the junior from Cornelius, North Carolina, transfer from Western Kentucky, will attempt the PAT. Carter Shorts, the snapper, out of Hoover, Alabama, transferred in from Bama. Oscar Bird, the punter, is also the holder. Snap back and down. The kick is on its way, and it is good. And the Rebels take a 7-0 lead. A Rebel Rags touchdown. When you touch down in Oxford, be sure to make Rebel Rags your first stop. Rebel fans celebrating 20 years with Rebel Nation. Rebel Rags, anything, everything. Ole Miss. 7-0 Ole Miss with 13:05 to go in the first quarter on the Ole Miss Radio Network.
Hey, Rebel fans. Got a house hotter than a Mississippi summer or pipes colder than your team's rival? It's time to call Air South Cooling, Heating, Plumbing, and Electrical. Whether it's cooling you down, heating you up, fixing those leaky pipes, or keeping your lights on, Air South's got your back. We're the champions of home comfort, just like your Rebels on the field. Call Air South Cooling, Heating, Plumbing, and Electrical today, where your home is our home field. Call Air South now at 662-304-8412. Air South, we care more.
Some people just know you can save money on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Like you know to check if they're going for it on 4th down, before going to the concession stand.
Yeah, give me 3 hot dogs, 2 jumbo touchdown, baby! What?
Hey, buddy, you want cheese with those? Yeah, checking first is smart.
No.
So check Allstate first and see what you could save. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Potential savings vary, including based on how you buy, subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate North American Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
This is Ole Miss football from Learfield.
Is your company looking to hire? Or are you ready for a career change? Service Specialist is Mississippi's go-to recruiting agency, connecting top talent with top companies for over 50 years. Job seekers, our services are always free and confidential. Employers, you only pay if you hire someone we send. We're local, we're personal, and we're all about the right fit. Visit ServiceSpecialistLTD.com or call 601-573-9242.
Hey guys, this is Schaefer Davidson and my wife Lori, owners of Davidson Marble and Granite of Canton, Vicksburg, and McGee. We also have Davidson Monument Company of Forest and Kosciuszko, as well as Central Mississippi Monument Company of Carthage and Louisville.
We offer a variety of granite, marble, and bronze headstones. We are back to pre-pandemic lead times with gray granite running approximately 2 to 3 months.
We are a third-generation family-owned business serving Mississippi since 1937. Check us out on Facebook or at davidsonmarbleandgranite.com.
The 122nd meeting overall between Ole Miss and Mississippi State in the 98th battle for the Golden Egg is presented by Facebook. Real Ole Miss fans know. Check out Facebook groups today for live reactions, team rivalries, and all the Rebel spirit. Ole Miss strikes on a 5-play, 75-yard drive to open the game. A minute 55, a 31-yard run officially is what they called it for Lacey for the touchdown. And the Rebels up 7-0 with a good PAT. And for Lacey, touchdown number 20.
Good round number. Let's hope we can leave this field today with a new record of touchdowns from an Ole Miss team.
Carnero is set to kick. 75 kicks, 68 touchbacks for 91%. And deep to receive for Mississippi State is Gayton. Xavier Gayton, number 22. Here's the kick. And this is going to be fair caught and then dropped at the 8-yard line. And State will start at the 25-yard. They held it long enough. It was Gillette, who's listed as a linebacker, that caught that one. I'm not sure if that's the right 16, but nonetheless.
Yeah, he fumbled it, David, which everybody went, okay, what happens now? But fortunately,
you get it at the spot if they might. Okay, so they said he didn't hold it long enough. They're going to start at the 3 here.
That's right. They dropped the ball. That's going, and I thought maybe our kicking team thought maybe he's going to run. So they broke down.
So John Darnell, they're going to be backed up.
Yeah, that's right. You're right. The freshman getting the start from Mississippi State, backed up on his own 3-yard line right here.
Starting for the Bulldogs, Kamario Taylor. They went with him instead of Chapin, the redshirt freshman from Macon, Mississippi. He's 15-24 for 210 yards, 63% through the air. 4 touchdown passes, no interceptions. He's run it 44 times for 222 yards and 5 rushing touchdowns. Chris Graves is going to start at cornerback with the missing Antonio Kite, the junior from Fort Myers, Florida, transfer from Miami. Here's a handoff off the right side, stacked up, and a lost yardage play as Fluff Bothwell could not turn the corner on William Eccles, who comes in to make the tackle for Ole Miss. So the fair catch call and drop recovery means they lose the opportunity to get the 25-yard line. So this is a 1-yard loss to the 2, and Mississippi State has 2nd down and 11. Want to hold them in there. There's the snap, fake on the handoff, crossing route, caught, and then tackled at the 20 is Thompson. If he did not get upended by Beavers, he would have scored on that play. It was a slant route out to the 20-yard line, so a pickup of 18 and a first down.
Yeah, definitely beat the corner Beavers from the slant route, and was unfortunately for him, Beavers was able to trip him up.
Boy, let him get open there on that one. Running right is Bothwell, the running back to the 25, picks up 5. It'll be 2nd and 5 for Mississippi State as he's tackled by Xavier Harris.
Yeah, run off the right side, but good job there of stacking it up with the linebackers coming up to help up on the tackle.
On the march, keeping it running left, the quarterback Taylor. Taylor breaks to the 10, to the 5. He's in the end zone, and the Bulldogs are a PAT away from tying it.
Yeah, Taylor got on the edge, David. Nobody there for the Rebels to set the edge. Just ran through a couple of would-be tacklers and just raced in the end zone for Mississippi State. That's way too easy. I'm sure Pete Gold is not going to be happy with that effort right there.
22-yard touchdown run for Taylor, and State started at their own 3-yard line and then lost a yard, so ended up basically going 98 to get this one. 7-6 Ole Miss. Point after attempt is coming up, and that'll be Kyle Ferry.
Stop play for some reason.
Yeah, they're talking about it.
Game clock operator, please reset the game clock to 8:50. 8:50 on the game clock.
Ferry's a junior from Searcy, Arkansas, to attempt the PAT. The long snapper is Ethan Myers. The holder is Marion Hawk. And that drive was 10 plays, officially 97 yards in 4 minutes and 19 seconds. Taylor with a 22-yard touchdown run, his 6th touchdown run of the season. PAT to tie it. Well, both offenses come out roaring here in the start of the Egg Bowl. Left-footed kicker, and the kick's on its way, and good. They got a left-footed punter and a left-footed kicker. Only FBS team that has primary kickers that both are left-footed. And we got a timeout. State's tied it at 7-7 with 8:50 to go in the first quarter on the Ole Miss Radio Network.
Trey Willis, left tackle.
Marshall Jones, wide receiver.
Alex Philbin, running back.
Hi, I'm Tim from C Spire. Am I in the right place?
It always pays to have the right players on your team. That's why C Spire gives you fiber-fast home internet, nationwide 5G wireless, and best-in-class business solutions, all backed by local 24/7 support. C Spire, customer inspired.
What a matchup we've got, folks. Just non-stop action. The energy is electric and the fans are all in. An intense game like this calls for a Coca-Cola. Crisp and refreshing. That's a game changer. Yeah, that taste scores every time. And just like that, they're back at it. Passionate fans and an ice-cold Coca-Cola. Now that's a winning combo. No matter the team, no matter the sport, everyone knows fan work is thirsty work. Enjoy a Coca-Cola.
This is Rebels football on the Ole Miss Sports Network from Learfield.
Logan Farms in Jackson has the best selection of gourmet meats for your holiday table or for your corporate gift giving. Choose from our center-cut filet mignon, smoked briskets, hickory smoked turkeys, and of course, our signature honey glazed hams. Our gourmet meats can be gift boxed, picked up, delivered locally, or even shipped nationwide. Logan Farms in Jackson also offers gift vouchers to make giving your friends, family, clients, and coworkers the flexibility to choose their gourmet product. Call Logan Farms today at 601-366-HAMS or check us out at loganfarms.com.
And it's flu season again. Let Trust Care's Care Crew help you beat the flu. Our friendly experts are here to help you and your kids treat your sneezes, stuffiness, and sore throats all flu season long. Available for your convenience early mornings, late evenings, and weekends. That's care anytime you need us. Walk in or visit trustcarehealth.com to book your appointment and stay flu-free with the support of your care crew. Trust Care. Feel better faster.
Council.
Score with 8:50 to go in the first quarter. Both teams scoring their opening drive. 75 yards for Ole Miss, 97 for Mississippi State. The Rebels can-do comes in red. When Ole Miss goes for fourth downs, they're sponsored by Mid-South Ag Equipment, your North Mississippi Case IH dealer. Getting the job done starts with choosing the right red tractor. Let Mid-South Ag Equipment help find the right red tractor for your operation with locations in Byhalia, Tunica, Clarksdale, and Sumner, or visit them online at midsouthag.com because can-do comes in red. The Ole Miss offense so far on the year is 17 of 25 on fourth downs for 68%. Right now, time for the Bulldogs to kick. It'll be Ferry kicking it off, and back to receive deep will be Hartrop again for Ole Miss with Diggs up in front of him, standing around the 7-yard line. Diggs to the far side and Hartrop to the near side, which is kind of a flip because this is a left-footed kicker. You might expect him to pull it a little bit. Ferry ready to kick. Mississippi State answering the Rebel touchdown, and we're at 7-7 here in the Egg Bowl.
Yeah, several missed tackles on that drive, David, but a good job by State of answering on the Rebel score.
Here's the kick. It goes into the end zone about 7 yards deep. A touchback, and Ole Miss will start again at the 25-yard line. Let's check with John Darnell. John, we did not have a real good defensive effort there against that first drive by the Dogs.
Yeah, not at all. They took it 97 yards and really didn't slow them down much. That big third down they had, we just missed the tackle out there. We're going to drop 8. You got to tackle them when they throw the short pass in the flat.
And Perkins had a hand on him, couldn't get him down on that run a moment ago as well for the TD. 8:50 to go, first quarter, 7-7. Ole Miss's turn again. The Rebels have Winston Watkins in for the first time and also Deuce Alexander as receivers. Alexander comes in motion to the near side to set up as a lone receiver off the line to the left. There's the snap to Chambliss. Chambliss runs out to his right, fires, got his man, diving catch by Ole Miss to save what was not a real good throw, Trey Wallace. Trey's just been fantastic all year. They'll spot this at the 37, so it's a 12-yard gain, and that will be a bank first down for Ole Miss.
Yeah, Trey, we leaned on him all season, David, from a punt returner to a consistent wide receiver. He's been quite the get.
Wallace was in the area, but he just basically dove and caught that with no tackle. Now off the right side, Lacey. State gets some guys over there, holds him to only about a 2-yard gain, tackled by Silla of Mississippi State.
Yeah, tried to take it off that right side, but the Mississippi State, good job with the linebackers filling that hole.
He got 3 yards to the 40 they gave him, so 2nd down and 7 for Ole Miss. From the Rebel 40, ball on the right hash. Clock running with 7:56 to go first quarter. We're tied at 7-7. There's the snap, fake to Lacey, near side, caught by Watkins. He makes the first man miss, gets to the 50, then the 45-yard line. Excellent move to get around the safety and get downfield. Isaac Smith ends up making the tackle there, but Lanier missed him originally down to the 45 of the Bulldogs. That's a 15-yard pickup and another bank first down. A lot of yak yards on that one. Now you got Lacey again, and Lacey, after a couple of yards, stacked up and driven back.
Yeah, Lacey would like to have that one back, David. He should have cut the ball back out this side towards the State sideline. He had an offensive lineman leading him through there. He just made the wrong cut. He'll get back outside as he did earlier in the drive.
DJ Reed, backup defensive tackle, and Jeray Bledsoe combining on that stop, who's in at nose tackle right now. From the 43-yard line, 2nd and 8 for Ole Miss after the 2-yard pickup. We're at 7 minutes to go in the first quarter. Again, score tied 7-7. 3-man front for the Bulldogs. The handoffs to Lacey again, working the right side. Now tries to come back to the middle. He runs into Bulldog traffic and is tackled. He ran away from his blockers there, John, and got stacked up for only a 1-yard pickup.
Yeah, tried to cut it back to the left and really got hit hard by the linebacker and just couldn't regain his momentum. So big 3rd down right here for the Rebels.
Isaac Smith and Nick Mitchell there. Smith led the SEC in total tackles last year with 127, was 7th nationally, 4th on the team this year, though. Fulton, Mississippi native that made the stop. Ole Miss looking at 3rd down and 7 from the Bulldog 42. Ball's in the middle field. Bunch set with 3 receivers to the right. One comes in motion. That's Wallace. Now goes back and sets. Here's the snap. Chambliss is going to take it for a quarterback run right up the gut, dives for the 1st down, and looks like he's got it at the 34-yard line of Mississippi State. An 8-yard pickup, another bank first down. Mitchell on the tackle.
Well, David State had manned up in the secondary, and Chambliss just pulled that one down, so he had a lot of green grass with backs to him, and he just took off and ran with it.
Fake on a handoff, quick out route, caught. There's a flag that flies. It's Watkins catching on the sidelines, fights to the sidelines. To the yard marker for the 1st down. He's going to be a tad bit shy, possibly, but we do have a flag down. It came on that snap. Rebels might not have been set as we were
think it's offside.
Hustling up, or either State jumped off sides. Isaac Smith on that tackle.
Outside, number 27 of the defense lined up in the neutral zone. The result of the play of the 1st down, the penalty is declined.
Okay, so the Rebels did get the 1st down to the 24-yard line, so exactly a 10-yard pickup. Hibbler is the one who jumped off sides, and so the Rebels will decline the penalty, take the bank first down to the 24, and it's 1st and 10 for the Bulldog 24-yard line. Rebels trying to regain the lead. 2nd possession of the day for Ole Miss on this chilly morning in Starkville at Davis Wade Stadium. Ball on the right hash, 1st and 10 for Ole Miss. Lacey's in the backfield. 2 receivers wide left for Ole Miss. Snap to Chambliss, fakes the handoff, wants to throw, 1-on-1 toward the end zone. The catch is made. It's a touchdown to Trey Wallace. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
Well, David, a great job of mixing run and pass all the way down the field after receive the kickoff. And right there, Trey Wallace on a man coverage on their left corner over there just simply outran the defender from Mississippi State. Could not have been thrown any better. Looked like a John Darnell pass and dropped it in the bucket.
Brumfield was covered and couldn't stay with him. The transfer from the University of Memphis, Trey Wallace, with a touchdown grab, his 3rd of the season. It was from 24 yards out, and the Rebels have regained the lead, and now the PAT up and coming. Another Rebel Rags touchdown. Check them out. Rebel Rags, anything, everything Ole Miss. Point after for Carnero. Snap back and down. Kick is on its way. Kick is good, and Ole Miss now leads 14-7 with 5:22 to go in the first quarter. And we'll take a break on the Ole Miss Radio Network.
College football fans, Chris Fowler here with the play call. This season, go for Dose with ice cold refreshing Dos Equis. It's more than a single play. It's a mindset. Think of it as a 2-point conversion for real life. Taking the risk, making the bold move. Whenever we get the chance to go big, we take it. On the field and off, always go for Dos with Dos Equis.
The Bulldogs, they're ready to go again. Two receivers to the right, both on the line of scrimmage, and they both go downfield. That might be not a good opportunity to throw the ball, but they do. They fire it to Thompson. He was open across the middle, but behind him. It looked to me like both receivers on this side were actually on the line of scrimmage, and the officials missed it. That means he was covered up. Thompson was covered. Maybe he was off just enough. We're way up here, but it's incomplete nonetheless, and 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, not a good throw at all from Taylor, but the Rebels were only rushing 3, David dropping 8, but it was a kind of a crossing post route by Thompson. He was definitely open, just a poor throw.
We're going to have to watch him all day long. Here's a handoff, running left to the 40, to the 41 is Gayton. And Gayton will be stacked up there after a 3-yard gain. Daugherty and Perkins. State's now got a 3rd down and longer coming up. 3rd down and a long 7, actually. Looks like they're going to spot it really right at the 40. Yeah, the ball's on the 40. So 3rd and 8 for Mississippi State. Miami Ellen comes in for Harris. 3rd down for the Bulldogs from their own 40-yard line. 3rd down, 8. Gun formation for Taylor. There's the snap. Looks to his right. Fires to the sidelines and throws it away. The receiver went deep, Thompson, and he had pretty good coverage. Staying with him all the way down the sidelines was Braxton. And he threw it to the near sidelines, John. There was nobody in the route there, so that's an incompletion. State will have to punt.
Yeah, nobody even close there. And that's what you want to put that quarterback in 3rd and long situations. I mean, such a good runner. They get 3rd and short, they're just going to run him. But big stop there for the defense after we answered the score.
Ethan Pulliam is set to punt. His longest is 67, a fair catch called back by Wallace. Wallace, 8.1 average. His longest return is 26, and Pulliam has a 47.2 average. He's had a very good year. He's a sophomore from right here in Starkville. 5-star punter out of high school. Played some second base at Mississippi State in baseball in the 23-24 season. 1 for 5 in 2 games against Ole Miss in 2024. That's digging deep. And now the Rebels get the ball back. It'll be at the 22 after that punt, and we will have gotten a stop there, Harry, after that 38-yard punt.
I'm going to throw you another little wrinkle. He's a left-footed punter, so the ball comes off his foot different if you're a return guy.
Yeah, the only school in the nation with a left-footed kicker and punter. Ole Miss, 1st down to the 22. The Rebels have scored on the first 2 drives. Trips to the left for Chambliss. Hands it off to Lacey. Lacey straight ahead. Will get to the 24 before he's knocked off his feet. Only a couple of yards. 2nd down, 8. So far, the Bulldogs done a pretty good job keeping Lacey from breaking a big one. Williams and Manning on the tackle.
Yeah, has only had one long run, and that was on the touchdown jaunt he had early in the quarter.
2nd down, 8 for Ole Miss. From the 24-yard line, the Rebels, ball on the right hash. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Chambliss moves Lacey to his left shoulder in the gun formation. Here comes the blitz. Chambliss in the pocket. It's going to throw deep. And it's interference, holding. Caden Lee was the intended receiver, and he got grabbed by Lanier in front of everybody out here in the middle of the field area, and that should be an easy mark on.
Yeah, he did. You know, in college football, it's only a 15-yard penalty. In the next level, they get you at the point of a foul, but probably a good thing by the defender to grab Caden Lee.
Defense, number 3.
All right, Caden Lee would have been still running with the football, David. But that's exactly who Trinidad Chambliss was throwing the ball to, was a deep post route to Caden Lee, and he was held as he ran past the safety.
Brylan Lanier on the holding, the free safety out of Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Played, though, at East Mississippi Community College. In Scuba, you been there, Harry?
I've been through there.
Oh, I've stopped and called games in Scuba back
in
the day. Oh, yeah.
Really? Well, I've been through there.
Darby and I both went. We found some.
Not a lot to see there.
We stopped at a convenience store, and the sausages that he got were outdated by 10 years. From the 39-yard line, fake on a handoff. Chambliss wants to throw. Wide open is Lee over the middle at the 50-yard line. Makes one man miss. Still running and dropped at the 40 of Mississippi State. It went back to Caden Lee, John, and it worked out. A big play.
Yeah, they're trying to play man-to-man coverage on us walking up. We're doing a good job picking that up and picking up the blitz and giving Trinidad some time.
21-yard gain to Lee for another bank first down for Ole Miss. Now from the 40-yard line, handoff running right, Lacey. Lacey stacked up after 2, maybe 3. They've done a really good job with him so far. But we'll see where they officially spot it. Jamil Burrows, a backup, made that tackle a moment ago on the previous play. And now Jennings and Manning combined on this one. Let's see where they spot it. At the 36, so give him a 4-yard pickup. It'll be second down and 6 for Ole Miss. Rebels lead 14-7 with 1:46 going to first quarter. Hand off to Lacey again. Lacey straight ahead. Tries to squirm through. State gets him on the ground at the 33-yard line. And that will be a 3-yard pickup. It's third down and 3 for Ole Miss. Tony Mitchell on the tackle with Calvin Dinkins for Mississippi State.
David, you want to keep running the football because their safeties, they're cheating up. They're playing like the linebackers. They're coming towards the line of scrimmage. We're going to throw over the top.
Third down and 3 for Ole Miss. It's Lacey again off the right side. He's hit and stoned backwards. Big tackle for the Bulldogs. He'll gain a yard to the 32. It's Manning who filled the gap, and boy, that was a textbook tackle.
Yeah, Manning is the safety. They keep cheating up, trying to help out with those linebackers on the run game, and the Rebels will. If we keep running that play, we're going to run play action and catch them cheating.
We're going to add Trace Bruckler as a tight end, and the Rebels are going for it on fourth down here. Fourth down and 2 from the Bulldog 32-yard line, presented by Mid-South Ag Equipment. There's the snap. Chambliss keeps it. He's got the first down and slides in. Actually, it's a direct snap to Lacey. It was Lacey on the snap, goes straight ahead off the left tackle guard, maybe, John. Found the opening and got the first down to the 23.
Yeah, good job by the offensive line right there on a big play, fourth down. And good job by Lacey, hard runner right there.
9-yard pickup. Smith on the tackle. First and 10 for Ole Miss. Another bank first down. A direct snap to Lacey. A wild Rebel play. Logan Diggs now is checked in for him, the senior out of Louisiana, transferred from LSU. The snap, option to the near side, looks like actually just a quarterback run and a little bit there. But State strung that one out nicely, and Chambliss picks up maybe a couple. Kelly Jones kept him from turning the corner. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Yeah, Kelly Jones is a 6'4 cornerback, David. He came up and kind of set the edge as the quarter goes to all zeros.
So the Rebels will have the ball as we start the second quarter, with a second down and 8 at the Bulldog 21, leading 14-7 as the first quarter is over in Egg Bowl 2025. We'll be back on the Ole Miss Radio Network.
Vaught Hemingway Stadium, home of the Rebels, where over 64,000 voices rise to a crescendo, helping turn big plays into Mississippi mayhem. Ford trucks have an iconic tradition, too, like Ford F-Series, America's best-selling trucks 48 years straight. Drive F-150, official truck of the Rebels, only at your Mississippi Ford dealer, based on 1977 and 2024 total sales.
Picture it. Your holiday table, the family cooking together, the scent of golden brown bread, rosemary from roasted potatoes, and a salad so crisp it snaps, spiced cider in every glass, laughter around every plate. At Kroger, we know these moments matter, and we make it easier to bring them to life with quality that's affordable in every aisle. This season, don't just host, make every moment unforgettable. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
This is Ole Miss football from Learfield.
Family owned and operated, the Payne Companies of Hattiesburg is a management company developing and investing in a wide variety of businesses like home health, hospice and private duty companies, senior living communities, real estate, pharmacies, and hotels and resorts. The Payne Companies is also known for its philanthropic efforts, raising money and supporting a wide variety of community initiatives. To find out how the Payne Companies can serve you or your organization, visit our website at payneco.com or call 601-582-6031.
He's Donald Trump's #1 enemy in Congress, Chicago politician Dick Durbin. Now, Durbin has a new scheme. He's doing the dirty work to benefit corporate megastores. Durbin's bill could cut corners on your credit card security, putting your personal data at risk. Big chain retailers and warehouse stores want to inflate their profits, and liberal Dick Durbin would help them do it. Tell senators, say no to the megastores and Dick Durbin. Paid for by the Electronic Payments Coalition.
Council.
Welcome back to Davis Wade Stadium in Starkville, Mississippi. Hey, Rebel fans, no matter where you are watching this season, or listening to us, be sure to buy a cold, crisp Dos Equis and go for Dos. Enjoy Dos Equis responsibly. Imported by Cervezas Mexicanas, White Plains, New York. As we get ready for the second quarter, Ole Miss leads 14-7 and on the move at the Bulldog 21-yard line. We'll have a 2nd down and 8 up and coming. 20 plays for 192 yards in the first quarter for Ole Miss. 16 plays for 112 for Mississippi State. Chambliss 7 of 7, 118 yards and a touchdown. Lacey 11 carries for 64 yards. Taylor's 3 of 5 for 59 yards. He's rushed the ball 4 times for 36 yards and a touchdown. 10 first downs for Ole Miss, 6 for Mississippi State. Both teams scored on their opening possessions. Then the Rebels held the Dogs and now are working on third possession after scoring on the second possession.
Yeah, 3 possessions. Rebels trying to finish this drive with another score, David. Put us up 2 scores in the contest. We'd certainly like to finish here with a big 7 points.
Ball's on the far hash, left hash. Ole Miss is flip-flop going left to right now. State right to left. 2nd down and 8 from the 21. Jaden Williams is in as a cornerback. Junior from Mobile, Alabama for State. Transfer from Kennesaw State. Ole Miss flip-flops 3 guys to the right-hand side. One of those is Daquan Wright. Got Bruckler in there too. Fake on a handoff, 1-on-1 near side, and it's overshot. It was Trey Wallace. It was kind of in a little arm push there, John, on the near side. Couldn't get free and go to the end zone. That's incomplete.
Yeah, it's one of those, they let Trinidad throw it if he sees 1-on-1. And he threw it, but Trey Wallace didn't. He continued to block like it was a running play.
Jaden Williams was over there guarding that for the Bulldogs. Big 3rd down coming up. 3rd and 8 for Ole Miss from the State 21. Trips to the right. You got Alexander Lee and Stribling over here. Wright is on the left side by himself as a tight end. Chambliss looks to the side. Von Mielen with the interception. Batted up in the air twice, and Rebels will take over at the 38, so Ole Miss gets a stop. Helped out there a little bit for sure. Rebels lead 14-7, start at the 38-yard line. Empty set here. 5 receivers. 1 is Bruckler, who's in the game. Settles as the H-back right. There's the snap to Chambliss. He sprints out to his right, looks downfield, fires deep. He's got his man. Incomplete. Bad throw. Wide open was Wallace on a deep out around the 23-yard line. He just kind of lofted it up there, led him too much. 2nd and 10.
Well, he sprinted out to the right. He's a right-handed quarterback, but didn't get his feet set, David, trying to throw it down the field about 30 yards on a sprint-out pass. That's tough for any quarterback, and he simply let the ball get away from him.
Somebody who's open on a shallower route, too.
Yeah, in the flat.
And
yes.
He probably could have run for a lot. 2nd and 10 nonetheless on the incompletion at the 38 of Ole Miss. There's the snap. Fake on the handoff. Quick pass near side, and that's a bad throw. Way over the intended receiver, Watkins. A little out over here. It's a deep out. So 3rd and 10 for Ole Miss from the 38. Manning was covering there, but Watkins was open. He just sailed it.
He did. Safety had a long way to come to. Watkins ran about a 7 or 8 yard out. He was open. Poor pass.
3rd and 10 for Ole Miss from the 38, trying to keep this drive alive after the interception. Ball on the left hash, trips to the right. Wright is in the slot. Now he goes in motion and settles behind the left tackle. Now he slides to his right and it's by the right tackle. There's the snap. Chambliss throws deep. He's got his man Watkins, and another bad throw. 3 in a row. He was wide open and sailed it over his head, John.
Yeah, that's right. Watkins with a slot on the right. Ran a post all the way back across field, and he ran right by the safety in the corner, and Trinidad just overthrew it just a little bit.
Boy, a bad series for the Rebels starting quarterback. Well, and the Rebels will have to punt away. Back to receive is Anthony Evans.
And there was no pressure, David. Had plenty of time to throw. Could step up in the pocket. Good blocking up front by the Rebel offensive line.
Bird set to punt, and he punts it away. His average is 46. Fair catch called for and taken. Longest is 64, the 24-year-old true freshman from Sydney, Australia. There is a flag down back at the line of scrimmage as well. You know, Bird leads the SEC in net punting at 44.31. Guess who this flag is all about? Man, Trinidad, I'm sure, is thinking, I'd like to have some of those throws back. 3 straight incompletions.
Yeah, especially the 3rd down throw, David. He had the post route open.
Illegal formation against the receiving team. Number 88 of the defense was lined up over the long snapper. 5-yard penalty will be tacked on to the end of the kick. First down.
That'll be Jamil Burrows. And so the punt is 38 yards.
The foul is declined. Be first down, Mississippi State.
Yeah, they'd have to punt it over is what I was thinking. So they're going to decline it, take it at the 12-yard line. We got a timeout. Ole Miss leads 14-7 over Mississippi State with 12:44 to go in the second quarter. You're listening to Ole Miss football from Learfield.
It takes hard work to be the best in the game. Planning, commitment, resilience, sweat. That's why Old Dominion Freight Line, the #1 national LTL carrier for quality, works hard to be the best in the game and is proud to support those striving to be the best in theirs. Old Dominion Freight Line, official freight carrier of Ole Miss Athletics, helping the world keep promises.
Hey y'all, I'm Steve Azar inviting you to escape to Pearl River Resort where the fun is going non-stop. Go off the deep end at the South's most exciting water park, Geyser Falls. After the thrills, test your skills at the Dancing Rabbit Golf Club. There's dining delight and love at first sight. And it's always no work and all play at Silver Star and Golden Moon Casinos. So come on, leave it all behind and head to Pearl River Resort.
This is Rebels football on the Ole Miss Sports Network from Learfield.
We've sent that Rip Van Winkle guy to the dentist.
Hey, what? Hey, what?
And what's worse than a trip to the dentist? Your wife's paint project that you've put off. Let Seabrook Paint in Jackson and Ridgeland find that Benjamin Moore paint and a contractor that will get you back doing the important things in life, like grilling and watching sports. Seabrook, Benjamin Moore Paint, and a happy wife, happy life. Seabrook Paint in Jackson on Monument and in Ridgeland on West Jackson.
First down.
Ole Miss fans never settle. Neither should your home. If you've been living with doors that don't open or close, cracks and unlevel floors at home, it's time to start living better. Foundation problems only get worse with time. Only Olshan gives you more than 90 years of experience, patented and proven repairs, and a warranty you can count on. Stop settling and start living better. Visit olshanfoundation.com and get your free evaluation today, or call us at 877-465-7426.
And we welcome you back. Kohl's has the gifts on their wish list and yours all in one place, from beauty favorites and cozy outfits to hosting must-haves and top toys. Find great prices on presents for everyone at Kohl's and Kohls.com. Ooh, it's that time of year, Harry. Have you taken care of your shopping yet? Or
that would be a negative.
Not yet, huh?
I haven't taken care of my shopping, your shopping, or Regina's shopping.
The third one is the most important, by the way.
That's correct.
50-yard punt to the 12. Mississippi State will start at the 12. Ole Miss leads by a score 14-7 with 12:44 to go in the second quarter. Our game day sponsor for the Egg Bowl is Facebook. It's always game day in your group. Check out Facebook groups today. Trips to the left for Taylor. Now he brings a man in motion. He's going to hand it off. Running left as Bockwell is in there. Lowers his head. Gets to about the 14. Only a couple of yards. Good job by the Rebels. Wydette Williams and Sage Ryan, who's in there now, the senior from Lafayette, Louisiana.
The State was able to...
Actually, I found a deal online.
You did? Does your deal come with award-winning customer service?
Oh, I'm not sure.
Does the deal include a local agent?
Doesn't actually say.
Can we create a customized plan that fits our needs? Let's just call the local shelter agent.
For insurance that fits just right, find a shelter agent near you. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
You're listening to Ole Miss football on the Ole Miss Sports Network from Learfield.
You already know that Madison Cellars is Madison's favorite place to buy wine and spirits since 1988. On Highway 51 in the Madison Station Shopping Center, Madison Cellars has a hometown feel with a big city selection. Do you have a question about which wine to serve with a certain dish? Call 601-856-0931 and let their knowledgeable staff help you find the perfect match. Find out more at madisonCellars.net or stop by today. Madison Cellars on Highway 51 in the Madison Station Shopping Center.
In life and in business, one thing is certain.
change. That's why Pilium Corporation is ready to keep you ahead of the curve on ever-evolving technology, critical for your company's security and growth. To that end, the Pilium team offers IT support and security and forensics, plus cloud services and networking, mobile communications, body cams, in-car video systems, and real-time crime center technology. PILEUM.com. Smart people, smart business, smart solutions.
14-7, Ole Miss leads Mississippi State. 9:54 to go here in the second quarter. The Bulldogs backed up to their 14-yard line after that punt. Bold futures begin at the University of Mississippi, from nationally recognized academics to research that is shaping our state's future. Ole Miss is where passion meets purpose. Ready to join the legacy? Visit olemiss.edu. Taylor, the quarterback for the Bulldogs, is 4 of 8 for 68 yards, 6 rushes for 77 yards, and a TD right now. Injury updates are brought to you by Richard Schwartz & Associates, your Mississippi injury law firm. One call, that's all. John, so far on the sidelines, we're doing pretty good in that category.
Yeah, still nobody else has come out or being looked at in the 10 or anything, so we're in good shape there.
State will start at the 14-yard line. TJ Banks is in at the safety. He was in that previous series as well, the sophomore from Tuscaloosa, Alabama, back there. Ball on the left hash for the Dogs. First snap at the 14, and Mario Taylor, who started instead of Chapin, has gone the distance. He fakes the handoff, now wants to run and breaks one tackle, then another. We got to get him on the ground, and then still rumbling across the 20 to the 22. Way too many missed tackles. Daughtery and Jones finally got him down, but he ends up getting 8 yards, and it should have been probably 2 or 3 lost yards.
It should have definitely been a loss, Taylor. He's a big target, 6'4" and about 240 pounds, and right down the road in Macon, Mississippi. But good run there to pick up what? 3 yards?
Saving Harris on the tackle. That was an 8-yard pickup. So second down and 2. There's a handoff. Bothwell off the right side, and he's upended at the 25, but has the first down on a 3-yard gain, tackled by Eccles.
Yeah, the Rebel defensive front certainly got to get a little tougher up against the run. Quarterback kind of got the momentum shifted back to Mississippi State, but a nice run off the right tackle by Bothwell for the first.
Devon Booth out for the first half with a disciplinary matter, we've been told, and we should see him in the second half. The other running back from North Las Vegas, Nevada, Utah State transfer. Bothwell still in there in the pistol formation, 1st and 10 for State. There's the handoff to Bothwell right up the gut. Gets about 5 more on the carry. Sam West is in at tight end right now, too, the transfer from Indiana for the Bulldogs. Nice quick hitter. Franklin makes the tackle for Ole Miss. We'll see. They're going to put him down at the 29, so give him only 4. It'll be second down and 6 for Mississippi State. They're ready again. Bring a man in motion to the near side. Fake. And now a handoff actually to Bothwell. Bothwell across the 30 to the 32. State just trying to do a little power running right now. 3-yard gain. 3rd and 3 coming up. Jones on the tackle.
Yeah, the defensive line, David, kind of getting stalemated right here. We need to get a better job of getting a running back down quickly.
Trips to the left, including the H-back West as a tight end off the left tackle. 2 receivers to the right, the short side of the field. Brings one man in motion. Fakes the handoff. Taylor wants to run to his right, and he's going to be hit hard and stacked up at the 31 and dropped. I thought he was going to break another one there for a moment, John, but we got some help, a lot of white jerseys to get him down. That'll be a lost yardage play, or at least stopped at the line of scrimmage. Jones and Gushican.
Yeah, I had the sideline over here. He went to the short side, which, our speed kind of got to him, and whoever got to him first held him up and before the other ones got there. But a big stop there for the Rebels. They're going to punt here on 4th down.
Harrison Wallace back to receive. It's 4th down and 3 with a no-gain play there for Mississippi State. So the Rebel defense gets the stop. Pulliam ready to punt. Left footer with a high punt here, booming punt. It's going to drive him back. He bobbles it, but then will be tackled after the bobble, but held on to it. Boy, that was scary by Harrison Wallace. Called the fair catch, caught it, popped it up in the air, but able to come down with it. The Rebels will be backed up around the 14. Is Ole Miss. Sanders was in the area for Mississippi State, but couldn't get the ball. 68-yard punt. That was a boomer.
Well, it was.
We'll
David.
take a timeout. 14-7, Ole Miss leading Mississippi State with 7:06 to go in the second quarter. We'll be back on the Ole Miss Radio Network.
Hey, Rebel fans. For more than 50 years, Mississippi Asthma and Allergies board-certified team of allergists has treated patients by identifying triggers and creating personalized treatment plans. Now with 8 convenient locations across Mississippi, including Oxford, we're right next door when you need us. Treating infants to adults and Ole Miss students. Find our clinic nearest you at msaac.com. Mississippi Asthma and Allergy, helping Mississippi live life to the fullest and allergy-free.
What a matchup we've got, folks. Just nonstop action. The energy is electric and the fans are all in. An intense game like this calls for a Coca-Cola. Ah, crisp and refreshing. That's a game changer. Yeah, that taste scores every time. And just like that, they're back at it. Passionate fans and an ice-cold Coca-Cola. Now that's a winning combo. No matter the team, no matter the sport, everyone knows fan work is thirsty work. Enjoy a Coca-Cola.
This is Ole Miss football from Learfield.
This is Jack Hoffman. For nearly 31 years, Tico's Steakhouse has been a staple of fine dining in Jackson, Mississippi. Dad has long since desired for me to come work alongside him, and now that I'm here, I would like to invite you to come experience our family tradition of our hospitality, sizzling steaks, and healthy poured beverages. Our dining rooms are open, and we are taking reservations. Our private rooms are also available, along with takeout. Call today or stop in and experience Tico's in the second generation.
Tico's Steakhouse, East County Line Road in Ridgeland, 601-956-1030.
Hello, my name is John Merrill, the owner of Amada Senior Care. We're your local trusted advisor for senior home care. We provide experienced caregivers for your loved ones so they can remain in their home. Just like you would care for your loved ones, our employees provide assistance with their personal care needs. As your trusted senior advisor, I can help your family navigate the long-term care insurance process. Just call me, John Merrill with Amada Senior Care, for your free in-home consultation. 601-864-3752.
And the Ad Council.
That last punt was good. Not quite as good as we thought. 54-yard punt, but a nice one all the way back to the 14. So we got a flip of the field. State started at their 14, moved it out a little bit, got one first down, stopped and had to punt. And now Ole Miss will start at the Rebel 14, leading the game 14-7 with 7:06 to go here in the second quarter.
But it's been a bit since we went down to score, David. We need to put together a drive. We need to get some Trinidad Chambliss with some high percentage throws here to kind of get him back in his groove. He kind of got out of that the last few series.
Yeah, I think he was
the Rebels back going.
7 for his first 7.
Yes.
Game day sponsor of the Egg Bowl is Facebook. It's always game day in your group. Check out Facebook groups today. Rebels will start at the 14-yard line, or the 18-yard line, I should say, not the 14. They put it at the 18-yard line with a first down from there. There's the snap, fake on the handoff. Chambliss runs to his right, looks downfield, dumps it to right. That's the first catch for Wright, and he's only going to get a yard out of that as he is grabbed and pushed out of bounds. A 1-yard pickup.
Well, if you're going to hit that tight end in the flat, David, you want to get it out there quickly. He kept sprinting out thinking he'd have somebody deeper to break open, but they did not, and he finally just had to go to Daquan Wright, and a little bit late getting it to him.
They marked it back at the 18. He had at least a yard to the 19. I don't know why they marked it back, but that'll make it 2nd and 10 with a no-gainer. Quick pass to Watkins, and he's tackled instantly. Great open field tackle. He was in the slot to the left, and Lanier came up and hit him. The Rebels do get about 6 yards on that out to the 24, but you were hoping for some big yardage there. It'll be 3rd down and 4 for Ole Miss. Bulldogs trying to get another stop on defense. Trips to the right, including Daquan Wright. Stribling is out there as well. Third down and 4. Got to get to the 28-yard line. Now they'll flip-flop Wright and Watkins, the freshman. But you still have 3 receivers to the right. There's the snap. Only a 3-man rush. Chambliss in the pocket. Lots of time out of the backfield. He's got Lacey. Makes a man miss. He's to the 30, 35. Knocked off his feet at the 39-yard line. Boy, a little safety route there, John, and Lacey helps the Rebels get the first down. Jennings and Tillman on the tackle.
Yeah, good dump off there for Trinidad right there. And you get it in the guy's hands, it can make things happen in open space.
14-yard or 15-yard pickup, actually, to the 39-yard line by Lacey, and it's a bank first down. First downs are brought to you by our friends at Bank First, so that will keep this drive alive. Big play on third down.
Very athletic play, David, to make the
fake
guy
on a
miss.
handoff, quick pass far side. That's going to be caught. Little hitch rattle on the sidelines at the 45 is Deuce Alexander. Alexander out of Douglasville, Georgia, transferred in from Wake Forest, spent 2 years there. Did a wonderful job. That's a 6-yard gain. Second.
A whole bunch of other things to decipher about the sidelines empty.
They're huddling up the officiating crew at the 38. Coach Kiffin goes out and talks to the field judge. Ole Miss eased on the edge of the sidelines but did not run on the field to match it. Boy, that is discipline, John, because it's hard to see that many guys running at your team out there.
Yeah, it was. There's a lot to look at here. First, the fumble or the incomplete pass, and then how many people came off the bench.
Recovered by the defense.
So they're ruling it a fumble recovered by the defense. Silla's the guy that came off the edge, the jack linebacker, and hit him.
The previous play is on the further review.
So they're going to look at it and see if his arm was going forward. I think it 100% was going forward. Of course, I'm looking through red and blue glasses.
Yeah, we'll get a chance to see on the monitor up here in the booth.
Yeah, it was going forward. In fact, it went 10 or 12 yards downfield. So I think it's going to be an incompletion. But you should have personal fouls going on here, too. Matter, did he still have control? He came back with control, then came forward. But did they think the ball was coming out before he came forward? We'll find out shortly. They have it recovered at the Bulldog 34 if it belongs to Mississippi State.
There he's going. We see it on the big screen right here. His arm's definitely going forward. Definitely going forward. He gets hit on the arm right there.
Ole Miss leading 14-7 with 3:28 to play in the second quarter. This is a big review, though, for sure.
Sure it is. Rebels have a sustained drive. You certainly don't want to turn it over right here.
And you did get a flag. There's a yellow flag sitting there on the field as well at the 36-yard line.
Well, we got 3:28 to go to half. You'd certainly like to finish this drive and get this call back. See the big screen up the north end zone right here.
Well, it's pretty obvious that
his arm was
going forward. Yeah, it looked like it is.
They quit running it there.
But you give Ole Miss an incomplete in 3rd and 8.
Here we go.
You can tell on the reaction of the replay that State fans not roaring, thinking it was a fumble. Silla did a good job of getting off that edge. They brought an extra one, and then Silla got free off of the right side past Jaden Williams. Wow. How many people get personal fouls out of this if they do that? You see the offense and defense, the ones on the field kind of got after each other, and then the bench for Mississippi State emptied onto the field. Ole Miss's bench did not. This is why you don't want to be an official, right? Who wants to do this job?
If you go back and find all these infractions, you're going to be looking at the replay a while.
Yep, could take a while to get going again here. Ole Miss is leading the football game 14-7. They've shown the replay a bunch of times, and he's back and comes forward and then hit. It's a matter, do you think it was coming out?
Well, it's closer than I first thought it was, David, for sure. But his arm was definitely going forward. Now, did he lose the ball before that?
I think he was going forward a little bit before he lost the ball for sure. But we don't get to make that call.
No, we don't. With the help from Birmingham.
I think, though, if this was our defense, I'd still feel like his arm was going forward. Not looking through red and blue glasses, it's what it appears to be. But we'll see. We don't get reviews right very often, Harry.
We don't get the same angles that these guys over here with a little small screen do. But as we said, if you're going to throw personal fouls on everybody who came onto the field, you could be over here looking for a while.
Yeah, and they may not be looking at here's the call.
After review, the result of the play is an incomplete pass.
There you go.
After the play, personal fouls, number 11 and number 51 of the offense. Personal foul, number 8 of the defense. Those fouls offset. 3rd down.
Wow, but what about the team running onto the field?
Didn't mention that, did they?
Didn't go there.
No.
They did get the
51 would be Delano Townsend.
Personal fouls 11. Mississippi State number 8, Ole Miss.
Well, anyway, whatever.
Well, the Rebels got the break there, David. They call an incomplete pass, and Rebels certainly got a break there. Brings up a 3rd and long here situation. So
3rd and 8 from the Mississippi State 39, but the Bulldogs do not get the ball out of that. Silla came off the edge. It was a great play by the defense.
Yeah, Jaden Williams missed him as he came around this corner over here. The right tackle was unable to get to him.
Bulldogs trying to get a stop to get the ball back. Ole Miss leading 14-7 with 3:28 to go in the second quarter. Big play coming up here on 3rd and long for Ole Miss. 3rd and about 8.5. Ball on the left hash from the Bulldog 39. There's the snap. Chambliss with a blitz coming right up the middle. He's going to throw deep. He's got Watkins out there. It's going to be incomplete again. He kind of ran into the defensive back. No interference, but I think he was trying to draw that call a little bit. Let's check with John Darnell. We do have a flag at the line of scrimmage, though.
Yeah, that was just out in the middle of everybody, and
they called a hold on us also here.
Yeah, holding on Ole Miss.
Should have been at least offsetting penalties right there. I mean, he was all over Winston Watkins. Face mask.
Face mask on Ole Miss. That'll be declined, 4th down. So basically an incomplete pass, 4th down, and Ole Miss will have to punt away. Oscar Bird will check in to punt. Well, again, a disappointing finish to what looked like was going to be a nice drive.
Yeah, it was, David. Just simply bogged down there after the long review and the pass that fell incomplete, but just trying to go long there on the third and long rather than pick up the 1st down. Simply had nobody to throw to, and Rebels unfortunately did not finish. We're going to punt it away.
With the snap back to Bird. He faked one earlier. This is straight up in the air, end over end, maybe intentionally. Hits at the 10. And, don't let it go to the end zone. What a terrible play by the Rebels. It hit and rolled to the 5 and should have grabbed it there instead of let it bounce another time. I'm not sure who that was. We'll check with John. But it rolls into the end zone. State will have it on the 20.
I think we want Banks being a shortstop on the baseball team.
That was T.J. Banks.
That was it went right by him. He let it bounce one more time to try to get it on the 1. It would have been inside the 5 if he had just stopped it the first time. But, it went right by him into the end zone.
39-yard punt and no return. It goes into the end zone. He could have stopped it around the 3 and then missed it when it went by him at the 1. And the Bulldogs get a huge break. They'll have it at their 20-yard line.
Well, the Rebel defense has been sitting for a while, David. You want to crank it right up here, see if we can't get that turnover.
3:07 to go second quarter. 14-7 Ole Miss leading. State puts a man in motion. Taylor to throw. Lots of time. Got a man wide open the 30 hitch route. That's Thompson. Thompson tackled at the 35. It didn't let him get away, but there's a good start for Mississippi State. A 15-yard pickup tackled by Gushigan.
Yeah, Rebels dropped in the zone, David. He just found some green grass in that zone. That's a good throw by the freshman quarterback, Taylor.
Boy, you don't like seeing him that wide open, Thompson. 1st and 10 for the Dogs. Handoff, sweeping left is Bothwell. The running back's got a blocker. He's the 45, the 50, down the sidelines. He's the 40 to the 30, hit and knocked out of bounds around the 25-yard line. And that will be T.J. Dottery on the tackle. And let's see where they officially mark it at the 22-yard line. That's going to be a 43-yard run.
Just not securing that edge. David is able to get on the edge. Centurion Perkins was there, not able to get the edge set, and he just simply rushed it down the state sideline.
From the 22, 1st down, left hash, handoff. Running left is Bothwell. No, he is stacked up in the line of scrimmage. Rebels read that one pretty nicely. Tackled by Harrison Perkins. And no gain. 2nd and 10 from the 22 of Ole Miss. Opportunity, though, for Mississippi State with a touchdown to tie it. 2 minutes now. We hit the 2-minute timeout. We'll take a break. 2 minutes to go in the second quarter. The score is Ole Miss 14, Mississippi State 7. Bulldogs threatening at the Rebel 22. When we come back, this is Ole Miss football from Learfield.
Inspired by the moments that matter. The last-second touchdowns. The rivals outranked. The play fakes that surprised everyone. Especially the other guy's defense. At C Spire, we connect you with all of it, on and off the field. with nationwide 5G wireless, fiber home internet, and business IT solutions. Because we're not just in your town, we're on your team. C Spire, customer inspired.
Hey Rebels fans, welcome to Duke's Mayo Country, where our bold mayo has been winning over fans since 1917. Where everyone's welcome, whether you're tailgating or watching from home, so cheer on the Red and Navy as loud as you want. Because as a proud supporter of Ole Miss athletics, we'll be cheering along with all the Rebels fans in Duke's Country. Find Duke's Mayo at a store near you or visit dukescountry.com to learn more.
This is Rebels football on the Ole Miss Sports Network from Learfield.
Carter Jewelers has started our annual Christmas sale where everything in both stores are heavily discounted. Carter Jewelers made one of our largest purchases of gold jewelry just before the price of gold skyrocketed. This jewelry was all solid gold men's and ladies' chains, bracelets, and earrings. All this gold jewelry comes with a lifetime warranty, and we're selling for approximately 70% off the current retail tag prices. Carter Jewelers also handpicked and purchased tons of gorgeous closeout diamond jewelry. This was all fine diamond jewelry of the highest quality. Carter Jewelers is selling this jewelry for about the same price most jewelers would have to pay for jewelry like this. Carter Jewelers has the best selection and the best prices in the region. Carter Jewelers is offering interest-free and no credit check financing. Trade-ins are welcome. Located downtown Jackson, 2 blocks from the Capitol on High Street and the Pemberton Plaza in Vicksburg.
Association and the Ad Council.
A 12-yard pickup. Rebels at the line of scrimmage again, ready to roll. There's the snap. Chambliss, quick pass near side. It's Lee again at the 42. Hit and driven back and dropped on the ground. But he gets 5 yards out of it.
Yeah, it's a good high percentage pass, and the only thing you're battling now is the clock, down to about 1:10 to go in the half.
2nd down and 5 from the 42-yard line. Manning on that big tackle. Picked him up and dumped him backwards. You heard the reaction from the State fans. Snap back to Chambliss. One-on-one. Far sideline. Stribling's got the catch at the 40. Waited last moment. Reached up and snagged it. That's a big bank first down for the Rebels at the 37. John, that was a nice catch.
1-on-1 over here, man-to-man, and Stribling just beat him down the sideline. Good ball placement by Trinidad right there.
21-yard gain to the 37. By Stribling, tackled by Brumfield. Rebels trying to get down the field quickly. There's a little out route caught by Wright. He's tackled at the 33-yard line. We got a timeout called by Ole Miss with 46 seconds to go.
Yeah, good timeout taken there by Lane Kiffin after the Rebels hit a quick one to Daquan Wright, but he's laying on the ground. You want to get that clock stopped with 43 seconds, left in the half.
Of the half.
Yeah, that was only a short gain, about 4 yards, and the clock would, of course, keep running.
Reset the game clock to 50 seconds.
So they're going to give Ole Miss 7 seconds back to 50 seconds. Ole Miss leads 14-10, 50 seconds until halftime. 2nd down, 6 coming up from the 33 as the two teams are talking to their coaches on the sideline.
You're hoping to get it to Daquan Wright. He could break a tackle and add some more yardage to that. But a nice open field tackle. It was only a quick 4 to 6 yard pickup, and so you had to burn that first time out. But you got 2 more in your pocket. Just continue to do what you're doing. High percentages passes. Let's get this score to end this in the half.
You know, Jeff Levy said in his press conference this week, one of the keys for us is to make tackles. Stay away from missed tackles, and so far today it seems like State's done a pretty good job with that.
I think they've tackled well in the open field.
2nd down, 6 for the Rebels at 33, ready to go after the 32nd timeout. Chambliss in the pocket, in trouble, takes off and runs, comes to the near side. He's going to dive forward to the 25-yard line and have the first down, an 8-yard gain, and another bank first down for Ole Miss.
Did a good job of getting down. He knew he had the first down, so he got on the ground. That stopped the clock.
First down, Rebels back to the line of scrimmage. 37 seconds to go in a half. Chambliss to throw deep out. Has his man caught around the 10-yard line. That's Caden Lee. They will stop the clock as they move the chains, but he was not out of bounds. It'll be at the 11. That's a 14-yard pickup. First and 10 for the Rebels there, and the Rebs are in the green zone, presented by Wade Incorporated. Visit them online at wadeinc.com. Lanier on the tackle. First and 10 from the 11 now for Ole Miss. Snap again. Fake on a handoff. Chambliss is going to keep it, and we'll get to the 9. Fake the handoff. They're going to put it actually on the 10, so a 1-yard gain. Ole Miss will call another timeout. State not fooled on that.
Second charge time of the half. Ole Miss.
So second down and 9 from the 10-yard line for Ole Miss. 10 yards away from a touchdown with 17 seconds to play. Calvin Dinkins made sure he didn't break free on the tackle for the Bulldogs.
It looked like it was a read option, David. He actually faked the handoff to Lacey. From up here, he should have handed it off to Lacey.
Right.
Lacey had a big hole, and he was full head of steam. And then, unfortunately, Trinidad Chambliss pulled the ball and just fell forward to the 10. What is that, a 1-yard pickup?
1-yard gain.
Yeah.
Chambliss, John, has been fantastic in the running game, obviously. But when it gets tighter, you kind of lean toward Lacey, don't you?
Yeah, that's right. And, that time, I don't know why he pulled it. Looked like Lacey had a lane right there to run through.
Definitely did, John.
Is 16 of 24 for 202 yards to the air with 1 touchdown. Started the game 7 of 7. Second down 9 for the Rebels at the 10 with 17 seconds to go until halftime. There's the snap. Chambliss in the pocket. 1-on-1 end zone. Grab. Did he stay in bounds? They're saying touchdown. Ole Miss. Dribbling goes up in a 1-on-1. Snags it and brings it down over Javen Williams. And the Rebels get 6.
I don't think there's a flag down on the play, but it was a really both defender and receiver were pushing off in the end zone, David, and Chambliss just bodied him up and came down with the catch.
So make Chambliss 17 of 24. Well, what a grab. Came down with the right foot. Looked like he just got in there for the TD. Touchdowns presented by our good friends at Rebel Rags. Terry and the gang.
Yeah.
Rebel Rags celebrating 20 years with the Rebel Nation. Rebel Rags, anything, everything, Ole Miss.
He went up high, David, right there on the out-of-bounds marker, but when he came down, he was able to get the 1 foot down. That's all you got to have in college. They're reviewing it to see if it's a touchdown.
9 plays, 75 yards, and a $133, and it does stand.
Yes.
Chambliss is dribbling from 10 yards, dribbling with his 4th touchdown catch of the season. PAT is coming up here for Carnero. 12 seconds until halftime. It's 20-10 Ole Miss. Snap back and down, and the PAT is on its way, and it's good. 21-10 Rebels with 12 seconds to go.
And that's a nice way to finish that drive. But a couple big catches on that drive by DeJon Stribling, big number 1. He transferred in for the Rebels this year, but he's a big body. He just went up and high-pointed that ball in the end zone, came down with a 1 foot in bounds. And that really was a super finish to a great drive that Ole Miss needed.
Let's check with John Darnell. It was right in his lap. What'd you see, J.D.?
Oh, yeah, just use his body. Big physical guy like Stribling, 1-on-1, and Trinidad put it right where he had to, on the outside of him right there, and he jumped up and caught it and got the foot down. What a big score. Maybe the biggest drive we've had all year right there to score and get the momentum back right before half.
Yeah, after they made the field goal, marching right down the field and getting the TD. You got Evans and Gayton back to receive this kick with only 12 seconds left. Carnero set to kick it. 21-10 Ole Miss, 12 ticks left to go in the first half. Day after Thanksgiving here in Starkville.
Got a good one going, David. Certainly quieted the crowd with that touchdown catch in the end zone.
Those turkey sandwiches will make you sleepy too, don't they? Got you a turkey sandwich.
I plan on having one today.
Okay. Here's the kick. And this will be into the end zone for a touchback about 5 yards deep. And so the Bulldogs will crank it up from the 25.
The kickoff's kind of like golf balls, David. When it's chilly, they don't go quite as far, do they?
And we got a little bit more roughing it up there. By the way, I want to go back. Gary Darby's with us today and part of the pregame show. And they said it was Tyler Lockhart, number 11, on that previous personal foul, and number 8, Daquan Wright. They had the numbers reversed of the 2 that actually got personal fouls. So if you get a second one, you're out of the game. The other 55 players that ran out on the field for Mississippi State, apparently they didn't see that.
They got lost in the scuffle.
Yeah, I don't know what that was all about. All right, let's see if Mississippi State is just going to take a knee, and they are. 5-yard loss there, down on the knee goes Taylor. What a good finish to the half. We're going to visit with Coach Lane Kiffin here in just a moment. 21-10, the Rebels will lead here at the break. JD's going to have Lane right after television, I guess. John, I can't see you, so whenever you're ready, just roll with it.
Yeah, Lane's about to 7.
And we'll talk to Coach Kiffin.
Taylor McGregor might be going to catch him first.
Yeah, Taylor trumps John Darnell as they visit for just a moment. Then we'll get him too. Good finish to the half. Great drive to put the Rebels up 21-10 by 2 scores. John Darnell standing there with our buddy Kyle Campbell, SID for Ole Miss, and as soon as Coach gets through, we'll visit with him, and then we'll have our forward halftime shows. We'll throw it to Dan Corks in just a moment. Let Dan update you on everything else going on in the world of sports, plus look at some of the numbers of this first half. And then we'll be back with half number 2. Both bands are here, which is kind of cool for the Egg Bowl. You'll see the Ole Miss Rebel Pride of the South and the Maroon Band coming up after that if you're here listening to us in the stadium in Starkville. Here's John Darnell with Coach Kiffin.
Hey, Coach, great finish to the half. Your thoughts?
Yeah, good finish. We settled down on defense after not playing better early, but we should be up more than this.
Thanks, Coach.
Well,
we all agree with that. We all agree with that.
And you get the open date. You never know how the open date's going to work. We look kind of sluggish in some areas there in that first half, but nonetheless, you take a 21-10 lead in the half on the road against Mississippi State.
And Mississippi State is manned up in the secondary, David. They're going to try to shut down the run. After giving up 300 rushing yards to the backup at Missouri 2 weeks ago, they decided they're not going to do that again today, and so they're just crowding the line of scrimmage, and that's why the passing game on that last particular series worked so well.
Forward halftime show is coming up. The Egg Bowl presented by Facebook here in Starkville. Rebels up at the half, 21-10. Dan Cort's next on the Ole Miss Radio Network.
There's team pride, and then there's extra Ole Miss pride. When I'm carrying the Ole Miss Regions Visa debit card or prepaid Regions Now card, that's exactly what I get. Whether I'm grabbing some extra Ole Miss gear or picking up an extra dozen wings for the game, this card always brings it. Sometimes I get an extra hottie toddy from the cashier too. Visit Regions.com/Go Rebels to get yours.
Extra changes everything. And at Regions, Extra is our ordinary. Official bank of the SEC. Member FDIC.
Coors Light presents To Chill or Not to Chill. When your friend skips your favorite song on the playlist. End the friendship. Or choose chill because that song lives rent-free in your head anyway. And you planned ahead by bringing Coors Light to the party. And the sound of that ice-cold can cracking open was music to your ears already. Coors Light. Choose chill.
Celebrate responsibly. 2025 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
You're listening to Ole Miss Football on the Ole Miss Sports Network from Learfield.
Family owned and operated, the Payne Companies of Hattiesburg is a management company developing and investing in a wide variety of businesses like home health, hospice and private duty companies, senior living communities, real estate, pharmacies, and hotels and resorts. The Payne Companies is also known for its philanthropic efforts, raising money and supporting a wide variety of community initiatives. To find out how the Payne Companies can serve you or your organization.
In the air, the Rebels pick it off. It's going to be Uman Ellen on a double tip. And got the pick, and the Rebels will take over.
13-10 to go in the half. At that point, Rebs unable to take advantage of the takeaway, though, and went 3 and out on offense. 3 and outs were then exchanged before State went 3 and out again. Rebs then immediately getting a 21-yard screen pass to Lacey to get near midfield. Another first down, then getting the Rebs to the State side of the field. Then a close call after what was initially ruled a fumble was overturned to an incomplete pass by review, and a brief skirmish after. The drive, though, then stalling at the State 39, the Rebs had to punt. Then after 2 plays, State already at the Ole Miss 22 before we hit the 2-minute timeout. Ole Miss defensively able to hold them there and force a 40-yard field goal from Kyle Ferry for State to make the score 14-10 Ole Miss. 1 minute and 45 seconds to go in the first half. Ole Miss then with one more possession in the half. Rebs getting a couple of first downs to the State side of the field. Chambliss then getting the Rebs to the 25. Then a completion to Caden Lee got them to the 11. 2 plays later, Rebs looking to finish.
With 17 seconds to go until halftime. There's the snap. Chambliss in the pocket. 1-on-1. End zone. Grab. Did he stay in bounds? They're saying touchdown, Ole Miss. Miss dribbling, goes up in a one-on-one, snags it and brings it down over Javen Williams, and the Rebels get 6.
21-10 Ole Miss, 12 seconds to go, capped off a 9-play, 75-yard drive, taking 1 minute and 33 seconds off the clock. The remaining time then runs off after State opted to take a knee, and that is where we stand. Ole Miss leads Mississippi State 21-10. We'll take a look at around the SEC in the top 25 when we return on the Ford Halftime Show. This is the Ole Miss Sports Network from Learfield.
Vaught-Hemingway Stadium, home of the Rebels, where over 64,000 voices rise to a crescendo, helping turn big plays into Mississippi mayhem. Ford trucks have an iconic tradition too, like Ford F-Series, America's best-selling trucks 48 years straight. Drive F-150, official truck of the Rebels, only at your Mississippi Ford dealer, based on 1977 and 2024 total sales.
This is Jake Mangum. It's great to be on a team that is based in Mississippi. It's important to me that my team supports our high schools, universities, and several local events throughout the state. Of course, I'm talking about my home team, Farm Bureau Insurance. If you aren't already with Farm Bureau, it's time to join the team. Visit favrates.com for great rates on home and auto insurance, or find a local agent at msfbins.com. Farm Bureau Insurance. Go with the home team.
This is Ole Miss football from Learfield.
We've sent that Rip Van Winkle guy to the dentist.
Hey, what? Hey, what?
And what's worse than a trip to the dentist? Your wife's paint project that you've put off. Let Seabrook Paint in Jackson and Ridgeland find that Benjamin Moore paint and a contractor that will get you back doing the important things in life, like grilling and watching sports. Seabrook, Benjamin Moore Paint, and a happy wife, happy life. Seabrook Paint in Jackson on Monument and in Ridgeland on West Jackson.
First down. Logan Farms in Jackson has the best selection of gourmet meats for your holiday table or for your corporate gift giving. Choose from our center-cut filet mignon, smoked briskets, hickory smoked turkeys, and of course, our signature honey glazed hams. Our gourmet meats can be gift boxed, picked up, delivered locally, or even shipped nationwide. Logan Farms in Jackson also offers gift vouchers to make giving your friends, family, clients, and coworkers the flexibility to choose their gourmet product. Call Logan Farms today at 601-366-HAMS or check us out at loganfarms.com.
Council. Welcome back to the Mid-South Ford Halftime Show. The Ford F-150, official truck of the Ole Miss Rebels. Now back to the Learfield Network studios and Dan Courts.
And hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Ford Halftime Show. Your 7th-ranked Ole Miss Rebels lead the Mississippi State Bulldogs 21-10. We'll take a look at the SEC, presented by Country Pleasin' Sausage. Score updates are brought to you by Country Pleasin', the official sausage of Ole Miss. Check out our butcher shop at Highway 330 Highway 49, Florence, Mississippi. Also find us at your local supermarket. We'll stick with the games that are today, as two of them later. In Atlanta, 4th-ranked Georgia will meet 23rd-ranked Georgia Tech at 2:30. Georgia has won the last 7 meetings. Tech has not beaten Georgia in Atlanta since 1999. And at 6:30, it's the Lone Star Showdown from Austin, where 16th-ranked Texas meets 3rd-ranked Texas A&M. Texas has won the last 2. A&M's last win in Austin was in 2010. While no scores in the SEC besides ours, there is one other top 25 game taking place from Lawrence, Kansas, where 13th-ranked Utah is currently leading Kansas 10-7, 9.5 minutes to go in the third quarter, and Kansas knocking at the Utah 22-yard line. That is your look at the SEC and the top 25, presented by Country Pleasin'. Ole Miss leads Mississippi State 21-10. We'll take a quick look at the numbers when we return on the Ford Halftime Show. This is Ole Miss football from Learfield.
Hey, Rebel fans. Got a house hotter than a Mississippi summer or pipes colder than your team's rival? It's time to call Air South Cooling, Heating, Plumbing, and Electrical. Whether it's cooling you down, heating you up, fixing those leaky pipes, or keeping your lights on, Air South's got your back. We're the champions of home comfort, just like your Rebels on the field. Call Air South Cooling, Heating, Plumbing, and Electrical today, where your home is our home field. Call Air South now at 662-304-8412. Air South, we care more.
Kohl's Black Friday deals are here. Grab your coffee and put on your sneakers because it's go time.
Through Saturday, save up to 50% on everything from toys to beauty faves, winter styles, and more. Plus, earn $15 Kohl's Cash for every $50 spent. Yep, that's extra Kohl's Cash. So run, don't walk. Just hold on tight to that coffee. Select styles, some exclusions apply. Coupons and Kohl's Cash do not apply to Sephora. Offers.
A SuperTalk Mississippi Media production.